Hey Arizona, just because weed is legal now doesn't mean your criminal record is clear. You need to visit azexpunge.org today. The Reclaim Your Future campaign can expunge your record for free. Go to azexpunge.org now. Hey Arizona, just because weed is legal now doesn't mean your criminal record is clear. You need to visit azexpunge.org today. The Reclaim Your Future campaign can expunge your record for free. Go to azexpunge.org now.
Disclaimer. This video, like all videos featured on this channel, is definitely intended for mature audiences. This video is likely to contain profane language. Content is inappropriate for minors. Video is not for kids.
Welcome to the Dr. Greenthumb Show. Lord of mercy. How's it going?
Disclaimer.
I need a lot of help. The Dodgers need a lot of help.
Yes, they do.
We all need a lot of help. Welcome to the Dr. Greenthumb Show, where we're here to help you. I'm Dr. Greenthumb. We're live on Twitch, Discord, YouTube, and the home site, www.brealtv. What it do? I got the Concentrate King in the building. Cali Blaze. Squeezing off with the
What up, everybody?
with the left hand.
Trigger fingers down.
Trigger fingers down. Ezo wants you to amputate your biceps, son.
Yeah.
All right.
That's the guy, man.
I didn't say I want to.
You might-
We'll talk about that after. We got the legendary one, the iconic Eric Big Drum Bobo.
Buddy.
Can I get the link? Is it a live link?
Yeah, Shirley will send it to
She
you.
sent the She sent the link. Put it live on all my socials.
Word up. Up top in the treehouse, we got the treehouse crew, Bolton, Blambo, Bra Bra, and the Dominator.
Yo, what's going on, B? How you guys doing?
Chilling. In the house, legendary spitter of bars, King Los, up in here.
We in the building.
That's right. And we have Mr. Milligrams Ezo in the building.
Mr. almost lost the LAFC mascot this morning.
Yeah, Mr. Almost lost the mascot, huh?
Yeah.
What happened?
Oh, you don't know about the
Oh, yeah.
We had the bird here. Like
Snacks was actually here.
I had Jason, one of the Hawk guys from the LAFC, come up and do
The Hawk.
Do
Yeah,
the We Don't
yeah,
Smoke the
Hawk
same
guy.
show, and he brought Bond, which is one of the birds. Before anything even started, and I put this clip up on my Instagram. I'm like, he has a crate and he has the bird riding shotgun. The bird is riding shotgun.
Like a little dog.
Yeah, the bird is riding shotgun. Like I was like, is the bird in his passenger seat? It's a hawk. And I'm like, okay, man, maybe I should help him with the crate. He said, no. You take the bird here. I'm like, bro, I never met this bird before. I was like, but sure enough, I put the glove on and we're outside, but it's gonna be a quick second, a hot second. So he didn't think much of it. Bobo, this bird flew into the tree out of my hands, bro. Like he flew
And,
What kind of bird was it?
and tell them,
Hawk.
hey, and
Big
tell
hawk.
them,
Hawk.
and tell them what he told you before this.
That day when I gave you the RSO pill at that game when I met
Yes,
Jason,
yes.
before he told me, because I was asking him mad questions like, hey man, you ever do interviews? And he was telling me, then the first things I was like, hey, I had a friend that had a bird that flew away one time and he never came back. Can they just, what's the deal with that? He's like, at any moment, any of these birds could just say, F you, I'm out, and bounce. It's a matter of them trusting you and having this relationship with this bird for it to stay there. So the only thing that came to my head when that bird flew away in the parking lot into the
that
tree
conversation.
was like, there it is. Look at this.
At
There-
any time.
So look, he gives this to me right here, and then he's like, no, you got this. This is perfect. Obviously, dude is a very cool dude.
He's very trusting.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. And then I'm like, I'm looking at the bird, and I'm like, are you sure about this? He's like, yeah, I'm gonna go get this crate back
Dude,
here.
Don't walk away.
I'm starting to enjoy my moment right here. I'm like, damn, this is some majestic ass shit, Steve Irwin shit right here. Damn, this is tight.
Irwin.
Yeah. And
Irwin zone.
I start yelling at the window at the top, hey, take a picture for me from up there. Everybody, look up. You won't believe what's happening down here. And this is the moment where everything goes downhill.
You had one. You had one job, bro.
You had one
That's
job.
You had one job.
Yep, you got one.
Oh man.
That was crazy.
Look at the walk of shame of the guy when he comes back.
Hey.
It was at this moment he knew he fucked up.
So
That I was just shocked, bro. Like I was just really like it was embarrassing, but at the same time I was like, I can't go to a game no more.
yeah, if you lost the
Oh
mascot,
man, if you
It's
had
been over
lost,
for you, bro.
If you had lost, see, okay, let me give you some background here. That's one of the mascots to the football team, but the MLS football team, not the Rams or Chargers or whatever, like
Right.
you know, round football, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's one of two birds that they fly around at the beginning of the game to pump the crowd up, right? There's a hawk
and a falcon,
and
right?
a falcon, right? So he brought the hawk over here today, and that's
Almost
when
lost the hawk.
I'm so
Almost
glad
lost-
he didn't bring the Falcon.
Yeah.
I'm
Falcon is a way
So-
bigger deal.
So what?
Yeah.
happened?
They started you off.
So he
Yeah.
got he somehow got the bird to come down.
Yeah,
yeah, like he got it to come. He offered it some quail, and then
Oh, really?
yeah, like he had some quail in a bag, and then we were actually flying the bird around here in the studio.
That's great.
Like we all put on the glove, and he was just doing the whole thing. So we all got the little.
I flew him
Yeah,
on my. I
experience.
flew him too.
That's dope.
And
Did he
it's like-
shit anywhere?
These birds
Yeah.
are like
Yeah.
gold
Yeah, I
diggers,
figured.
bro.
He shit a couple times.
Yep.
And it's we
Reprieve.
never see him without the helmet. That's the thing. So today we got a chance to interact with him without the helmet, and you know, B got out the car and he's like, "Y'all brought the bird over here."
Yeah, I remember you telling me, but I didn't remember what day you were gonna do it.
That's so cool.
You know, I was,
They had to
I was
offer the bird money to come back.
Yeah,
pretty
pretty
much.
much.
Well, you
Well,
know, like
yeah.
he carries around the pouch of like guts for the hawk.
That's what
to
I'm
eat.
saying.
So he ain't going nowhere. That hawk knows he ain't got to hunt.
Damn,
you know
it
what I'm
ain't
saying?
trick. It ain't tricking if you got it. Huh?
We gotta have him come up on your show whenever you're ready for that. But like, I'll tell you this, like I know just out of respect, I didn't blaze it on my show just because the animal was there, and I mean. Not that was like hard or anything. We were just so entertained. We learned so much. These animals are beautiful creatures. And
Oh, that was nice. You didn't smoke in the
We were
room with it.
basically playing catch with the hawk.
yeah,
That
we,
is
that's-
dope.
That's dope.
Monkey in the middle.
That shit is fire, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. That's fire right there. You look mighty.
Yeah, hawked out, man.
Did you say some mighty shit while you or you just
I thought about some mighty shit. You know,
thought about it? You should have. You gotta next time. You gotta
should've-
say that shit out
I
loud.
should have verbalized it.
Right.
Over there like Ethan Hawke.
Like I'm a.
You gotta
all
say
right, so this
The
part right
conqueror.
here, yo, all right, so this part right here, when he opens his mouth, that noise he makes, he freaks out. I've never heard a bird make this noise, but like he started squaring up because we had a dog in there. Aton has a dog there, and the
Right.
dog started looking at him already like he's a snack and stuff. And then the bird just was like, man, you know,
Flexing.
like just flexing on him, and he made this noise we ain't never heard before. But he turned his like defense real
That
quick.
was
I think
crazy.
we got the sound right. We got the sound.
Bruh, I just saw a bird carry a goat up a mountain.
Yeah, that's probably an
I
eagle.
saw that. I saw
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, it was
Like a
probably an
pig.
eagle, right?
Yeah, I saw that.
Bruh, he was carrying. It was like
Like it was no problem.
it was nothing.
Think about how strong that eagle is, like to carry that goat up. You know what? Sometimes they do when they don't want to do the heavy lifting like that, and they want it to like. They'll see it on the edge of the mountain. They'll come fly and like grab it and then toss it.
And
so-
toss it. So it,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
And then at the end, they just go get
The
go
eagles
get
are like the
hundreds.
size of people, though, right?
Yeah.
The right one.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
no, it's
the one.
Well, they're about. I think
Not
they're
that
about.
They're about
Yeah.
13,
3 to 4 feet tall.
9 to 13 pounds and about the size of like a like.
But their
not a toddler,
wingspan, though.
but
Their
like-
wingspan is
yeah.
like.
Yeah,
I mean,
about
that's where it
6,
gets
7
big.
feet.
Yeah, it's like that's at that point. Once you spread your wings, you're the size of a.
And
Yeah.
I asked dude about that, and I asked him this question. I was like, "Do you know anybody that has ever trained an eagle?" And he was like, "Yeah." And I'm not ready for that because I'm not ready to lose.
That's a big ass
They-
bird.
Not just that, they're very like that bird sees you as like an equal. So it's like you have to match it. That eagle's personality,
the hawk.
energy.
The hawk does.
They're a little bit more like.
but the eagle's bigger.
That's pretty much every animal. You got to match the energy, or it's
Yeah.
over with.
He
Yo,
said dude had one, and I guess like he did the mistake of going under when he was feeding it or something like that, and it like snatched up the muscles from his face.
I believe.
Yeah, from, not this guy. His
Hey,
friend.
yo,
his
Yeah,
friend.
no.
like slightly off topic,
Yeah.
but not far from it. So this guy's on a boat with his family, and a shark swims up to the boat, and he's like showing off for his family.
Right,
like,
I seen that.
You saw that shit?
Yeah.
He's petting the shark, right? And he's like rubbing it, and then the shark just like does a weird thing and turns this way.
It does that little
his
twist.
fucking pinky.
Oh, I seen that.
Bro, it just
seen that
twisted.
guy.
He was like,
My
fuck.
finger's gone.
He's like, fuck, lost the pinky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he lost the screw and
And
stuff.
the whole
Yeah.
family was just scrambling on the boat.
What's crazy is that when you see the footage, it's he's messing with the shark, right? And then the shark got hold of the pinky or whatever and just starts twisting like
Yeah, that's
that,
it.
like,
It took it.
He did like the alligator death roll
Yeah.
on his pinky.
yeah.
And then just ripped
Just
it
twisted
off.
it right
Man,
off, bro.
It's like putting your goddamn hand in a blender.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like the equivalent to that, or maybe like your garbage disposal, right? Like
So,
just
so homie,
yeah.
so homie
Here it
was
goes
like-
right here. Here it goes there.
Homie
And it's not
was-
even a big shark. It's not even a big shark.
Doesn't need
It's big enough. It's big enough.
Oh, he did
What are you talking about?
3 twists.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it is big enough. Hell yeah, it took his finger off.
Okay, so
Seaside manicure.
Dumb idiot. He deserved it.
Look. Fuck, lost the pinky.
Good.
That's what he
Yeah,
said
but
right there.
he said it's so nonchalant.
His son just ran on him too. Look, that's the loyalty of his son. Watch his
Well-
son. It's like, I'm out of here.
But what was he trying to do?
Should have taken
He's
his
trying to
whole
show
hand.
off to his son.
Yep. I wish he would have got his whole hand.
Yeah,
That was the
stupid.
moment I realized.
He's just doing
What an
some
idiot.
uneducated shit.
I just don't like. Look, man, just
Foolishness.
Nah, that's foolish.
like
man.
respect the ocean by staying away from it, bro.
Respect the things that are in the ocean.
Bro, you couldn't even have got a black person to even see a shark
To look
and
at it.
still be okay. They would have been all the way on us. Oh hell no, I ain't even
Hey,
going close
we
to
ain't
that
petting
shit.
it.
Hey, so when I was a kid, right, my mother and father decided we're gonna go to Florida, and my mother was gonna go back to Cuba to get my one of my older sisters, my grandmother, and a couple of my uncles, right. And while we're there, in Florida, before her going back, we go to this aquarium where they have a shark tank, right? And it's like a little tour they take you to and all that stuff. And the dude's like, "Hey, kid, you want to feed the shark?" And at first, I'm looking at like, "Hell yeah, I'll feed the shark." And then I looked at his hand, and it looked like two of his
Digits missing.
fingers had been.
He was tired of feeding the
I was like, you know what? I'll watch
good.
you feed the shark.
Old Stumpy over
Like
there.
old Stumpy
Yeah,
over
no
there.
way.
That's like when people have these humongous ass dogs and shit.
That's me.
And you go to their crib and they're like, "Oh, he's friendly." You're like, "Yeah, but he can eat people if he decides to not be."
My dog weighs more than my girl. He's
What kind of dog? You got a mastiff?
No, XL bully, but he's 134 pounds, and he just turned a year, so he'll hit 150.
Sheesh.
They say at least 150 he'll be when he's finished growing.
Yeah, whenever I see one of those like John Wick type of dogs, and I see some of these people, I'm like, "Hey, bro, like." I get it. Like it could be maybe like a status thing, or you have it walking around with you. But Lord knows, you better be treating that dog good behind closed doors.
Yeah, you better treat
Because
that
if
dog
he's
straight.
tweaking on a sick one day, and he's had enough, which every animal has a breaking
They
point.
have their breaking
dude.
point.
It could
Hey.
maul your neck, and that's best believe that's what it's going for.
That thing you were talking about with in terms of like the hawk and the eagle and some of the bigger animals, you gotta be that same way with the
I was
dog.
just gonna say that.
Actually, you have to be a little
You have
bit
to be
more
more aggressive with the
more
dog.
dominant with the dog.
do.
The
He
dog
has
has
to
to
know.
respect you and know you don't fear
The dog has
it.
to
There
fear
you go.
you.
Yeah.
Yo, so did you hear about the dude in Brooklyn with all the animals and his crib?
Oh.
Yeah, so this dude in Brooklyn, he's like exotic animals, and I guess that was his thing.
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
So,
I heard about that.
You heard about this
Yeah,
dude?
yeah,
so
yeah.
he ends up getting a lion. Right?
In Brooklyn, I
He-
love it.
In
Oh,
Brooklyn,
man.
in those buildings, there's like at least 600 tenants. Like
Yeah.
Absolutely.
A lot of food.
So a lot of food, right? So the dude is like, I guess nobody sees him for a while or whatever. They go in there like the lion ate him.
Oh
He
no.
got ate by his own lion.
Wow. That's crazy. You can have a lion in an
You
apartment.
got to keep the. You have
That's
to
like
keep
what
the,
happened in the snowfall. Remember when?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a tiger, but yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, they released him on his own dude.
No, you have to keep.
It's a little different.
You have to keep that lion like fully fed. You know what I mean?
Yes.
All the time. Like he's
Yeah.
never hungry.
And not
And-
in an
and-
Because he's gonna be looking.
He had
And
enough
not-
neighbors to keep it fed. but
And
he-
not in an apartment
at all.
because the lion needs to roam. It's
Imagine
lion.
you laying down in bed and you hearing that lion roar for some reason.
Dude, but a cat,
I would imagine the lion probably ate him while he was asleep.
a cat will kill you for fun though. Like that's the thing. Like
Yeah.
like a cat doesn't have to.
It'll kill you
strike-
just to play with.
Yeah.
But not a lion. Not a lion.
Really?
Lions are very like resilient. Like they only like hunt when they need it.
Yeah.
because they're top of the food chain.
Or
So-
if they're
so-
pissed off, they'll kill someone.
Well, if they're pissed off, they'll kill you. But like if they like are hungry, they'll only do it if they're hungry. Like they won't.
Well, that lion
You
was
see
either-
lions chilling all the time, just watching
Sleeping.
hundreds
Yeah.
of meals walk by, and they're like,
Yeah.
"You're just
That's
so
very
lucky.
true.
You're
Because
so lucky I'm not hungry."
Because
Right
they're
now."
fed already. Yeah, it's absolutely true.
That's when the hyenas and all the other shit get to eat. But when the lion hungry, nobody gets to eat.
Hey, that like either that lion was hungry or it was pissed off,
That's a funny way of putting it. When
Maybe
he's like,
both.
A lion's just sitting there saying like,
or
"Man,
maybe homie farted in his sleep
Yeah,
and it
that's the-
offended the lion.
That's
you know?
why they say the lion is the king. Well, they always say the king of the jungle, but lions aren't in the
He's
jungle.
the king of the projects too.
The lions are
Now he's the king of the hood. He's in Brooklyn.
King of Brooklyn. For
Yeah, bro.
king of the hood.
I wonder, like, the first responder who went in first when he
Oh my
saw the lion
God.
in the apartment and then saw homie pretty much eaten up.
His feet.
Like,
Yo.
he'll never unsee
Yeah,
that.
what was
Yo.
left? What was left?
Shoes?
Yo, bro.
Maybe some rubber?
So there's this clip on YouTube of this family who goes to like, you know how they go to the plains and they go see the lions?
Mm.
Oh, yeah.
You seen that shit?
seen that,
So
yeah.
this dad decides he wants a closer look.
Oh,
Right?
no, this is a different one.
He gets this one. You got to see this one. So this shit is in like the fucking 70s or the 80s because the footage is
Oh,
like
Yeah, yeah.
So he gets out. He has one old big block square camera, right? And he's like just filming the lions. And so the lion gets up and like it walks. So he's watching it and the lions come attack. So it set a distraction.
Right.
And they attacked him from the back.
Got
and his
him.
family's in the car right there
Watching.
watching. And the lions are just eating him. And at the end, the lion took the camera and walked off with the camera. So you just see like this foot.
Thug
Like
life.
it's the
That's-
it's the most thugged out
Took the camera.
shit, bro.
too,
You
like,
know what
yo.
camera, bro?
You know what's a crazy thing is that is a thing where they'll tell you, like, do not, like, if you're driving yourself, if it's a drive-through like safari type thing where they allow you to drive the path, they'll tell you, do not get out of the car,
Right.
take your picture from inside the car, crack your window about that much, get the shot, because what happens is no matter what camera you're using, the lion, well, back then there was not digital cameras, so like
Right.
the lions hear that click,
Yep.
they go nuts. So they tell them, if you want a reaction, just stay in the car and take a picture from in the car, and the lions will react to the click of the button. So many people
Bruh.
do not listen to this. We
I
went
think-
to South Africa, like to do some shows down there, and we wanted to go on a safari. They took us on one, but they
Right.
explained that we're going to take you to one. We're not letting you go on the drive-through one because some lady apparently, or a couple came there from Japan, did exactly what they tell you not to do. Don't get out of the car. They got out of the car, thought they had enough distance between them and the pride.
Mm-hmm.
The minute the husband took the shot, two of the younger lions made up the ground real quick, tore them up. They had to kill the two young lions for that.
You know what they say? Pride will kill you.
Yeah.
Oh,
And it
man.
did.
You know what?
And then they just showed up. Sorry to
Go ahead.
cut you off, but they just showed another couple. I guess they were having an argument in their car during, the tour through the cat park, right?
Uh-huh.
That's what they call them. And she gets out of the car, doesn't even pay attention to where they're at.
What?
She gets out of the car to like talk shit to him and opens
my
his door,
God.
and out of nowhere, the lion comes and snatches her ass up.
Wow.
And
That was-
then the
that was-
husband
that
or
was just-
mother.
So basically,
came out,
his wish
tried-
came true.
Yeah.
Well, he tried to help, but
Yes.
like he wasn't much help.
Nah, it's over with at that part.
Yeah.
help
Yeah.
was
She
limited.
died.
You're both food.
Yep.
And that lion has to be killed because now, whenever it smells a human in the park, it's gonna go nuts.
Going back to like people like getting out of their cars and taking a picture. Like, what are they trying to do? They're trying to win some sort of award. Try to get the perfect picture of them standing outside.
Nobody wants to
Well,
listen.
I don't.
Well, you-
I don't even.
Well, you
get
know
it.
what it is on a psychological level, right? Because you got to think about it. And the reason why I put emphasis earlier on like you couldn't get a black guy to like do the shark shit, right? It's because it's cultural. In some cultures of people, right, they haven't been cultivated in a space where there's actually enough present human danger.
Right.
So while we are able to calculate, oh, I'm from the hood, or I'm from here, or I'm from this, or you got to watch that, you can't wear that color, you can't. We already have the presence of fear danger, survival, and tactic. Analytically, it's already programmed in our minds. So when we see other shit that gives us the same feeling, we're like, oh no, you can't get me on a safari with no open cage, nothing. Right.
We have a different rationale with the shit.
So because we've been able to process so much actual present danger, immediate danger, and be like, when we made it out of some shit, right?
Yeah.
So these people are people who don't have that. So they're able to just be like, oh, they literally have not been cultured in understanding the parameters of how danger works.
Right. He's right, bro.
They're oblivious to it.
They're oblivious to that shit. That's why we survive longer, because we like, hold on. I could, like, my girl, she'll get out the fucking car and be pulling groceries out the car, and it's just, all you see out the car is just ass, right? And I'm telling her, like, you can't, that's not how you unload the car. Like, somebody could just take you.
Yeah.
True. You know what I'm saying? Like So one time when she was doing it, I just walked out there and I just grabbed her. She was like, ah, and I was like, see, that fast. So your head got to be on a swivel. So these are people who don't understand that your head even got to be on a swivel just to exist.
They feel too safe in life.
They're too safe, and then you got eaten by a lion.
Eaten by a lion.
I could never get eaten by a lion.
No,
because I just couldn't get close enough.
Not going to be in that situation.
To bring that up, what's crazy is that we're talking about lions. We were doing the Smoking Grooves tour, and the Fuji All-Stars were on this. Lauren wasn't on it, but the Fugees, and they had Cannabis a part of this this joint, right? This is when Cannabis, his name was like really popping. And they decide to bring a lion on stage, a big old white lion, and have him in center stage, and Cannabis is, performing next to him, like, doing his songs, like, next to the lion. It's very metaphoric, right?
Right.
But very dangerous. Well, they had to sedate the shit out of this lion.
That's what they do.
Because, think about it. You got thousands of people out there that could just be food for this thing.
No one can stop a lion, bro.
No.
Just the
Especially
gun.
not at a concert, because nobody at the concert got a gun.
And you can't be shooting into crowds.
Except for the police, and they don't got, like, whatever weapons they got at a festival.
Right.
It's a handgun. That ain't going to do nothing to him.
And plus, the tiger has to deal with the sound on stage.
You mean the lion?
A lion has to deal with the sound on stage.
Yeah.
There's no headphones for the lion.
Yeah, think about that. They had a lion on stage with bumping hip-hop in the background. Here it goes.
Boom.
Right here, boom.
Poor lion.
Nah, fam, that's too close.
They got him all cracked out.
Hey, if that lion wasn't sedated, bro, he would have been food, and then the first row of people or the first person.
Yo.
Yeah.
I think this speaks volumes, though, to Cannabis. Like, when you go back to those times, who he was.
Yeah.
Like, in his mind, though, he's like, bro, in my mind, I rap in lions are food to me.
Right.
Like, that dude was serious back then.
Yeah.
He was one of the most awaited MCs of all time.
I believe so.
Yeah.
like he had bars.
Yeah, bars, man. He could write.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was dope.
I mean, he started this thing where, metaphorically, he said things that the human mind at that time could not find a way to humanly process.
Yeah, he was on a different level with his thing.
Right?
He was definitely approaching it different from the style of his, like cadences and all that stuff, but also the context of the bars.
Yeah, what I never knew pre-Cannabis was that you could say things that were so astronomically, like, unimaginable and fit it into the framework of, like, so when he introduced that, like, he would say stuff like, I run at top speeds without bending my knees. And you're like, you're like, what?
Yeah.
And then like, oh my God, that's, whoa.
Think for a second.
That's crazy, right? He says, I'm the lyrical version of German engineering. I speak at frequencies dogs would have trouble hearing.
Yeah.
What?
Bars.
So when he introduced that to me, the first thing my mind said was, okay, I want to beat that guy. Because if he's saying shit that you can't even fathom, I want to be able to say shit that people can't imagine. And that was, like, the beginning of my journey, to have, like, these astronomical, far out, cataclysmic type of bars.
That was like fuel for you. Like,
that was all I needed, bro. I had that. Then I had Pun with the
Yeah.
dead in the middle with Little Italy.
Yeah.
Little did we know Little zero,
One of the
middle, didn't do
dopest
the
stylists.
alliteration of Big Pun, the storytelling and the diction of Big L. Right,
Recipe.
Nas with the texture that he had with having like meaning and all the concepts, right, along with his storytelling. And then who else for me?
I got
was
two
it?
for you. Jadakiss, #1, who gets slept on a lot, and Lloyd Banks. Lloyd Banks got bars.
When
Man,
Lloyd Banks,
He's talking
metaphors
about
for
like
days.
the ones that influenced his
Well,
style.
I was saying,
I thought you were talking about like metaphorically, like
I was saying that when I was kind of cultivating the essence of who I am today, these were my main ingredients.
Right.
Early on. Oh, and AZ.
And AZ. Yeah.
And AZ, the Asiatic, like it's those right there. That's all I needed in the beginning to create, like, you know. And then I added on, because when Lloyd Banks had his season, it was a crazy season.
Yeah.
It was crazy because the mixtapes and that whole era.
That whole era. was
And Kiss
nuts.
always been
Right.
cast.
And
Shout out to Kiss.
Let me ask you this: anybody who watched like King of the Dot or any of the leagues and stuff like that saw the battle between, you know, Disaster and Cannabis.
And Cannabis.
How did you feel about that when you saw that? I mean, being that you grew up, you know, with Cannabis.
First of all, because I'm from the era of, you know, when battle rap was, yo, they outside. Yo, come get up here right now.
Crazy forum now,
right? Because now you have way more time to prepare.
Yeah,
and you can Google.
It's
there
like,
was no Google.
It's like a boxing or MMA match. You have time to like study fight tape.
Yeah, you got time to train.
Yeah.
Back in the day, it was just like, yo,
These
get
guys
up here right now. They talking shit.
These guys are outside. Let's
And
go.
they outside, and they were dangerous. They were like, they could hurt you too, right? So now, with knowing that you could prepare yourself, Cannabis had trouble assimilating to
the new way.
The new way.
Yeah.
And he was not the Cannabis of old, because the Cannabis of old could give you 10 million bars straight, and he just knew his shit. He had to go back and go on his pad. He kept freezing up.
Yeah.
And I just think that for as legendary as he kind of is, even in the whole LL shit, the exchange, he still left off with such a piece of real estate in our minds intellectually when it comes. I think that was a bad PR.
It was a bad
decision
choice
for him to get in there,
right?
To be ill prepared and to battle anybody. I think at that point you left off with all the legend. You don't battle nobody, because everybody is supposed to be beneath you. And a shout out to Disaster, because Diz is my man.
Yeah,
that's my boy. Diz is legendary.
Yeah,
but I just think it was a bad move for Cannabis, because Diz is the type.
Yeah,
bro, he is electric. Okay,
yeah.
You can't give that. You can't give Diz. You can't. If you got your best rounds, it's still tricky against Diz.
Yeah,
to come and fumble against him.
Oh yeah,
that's not gonna happen.
That's when
the dude is
the eat up starts.
It's and Diz is so good. He can sense that. He's like the lion. Like he can sense that blood.
Yeah,
and he's like, oh, extra attack.
Yeah,
he'll add freestyle. He'll add, and I mean, he is like.
That's exactly what it was.
That's exactly what it was.
And I felt bad for Cannabis, because it's like you said, he went in ill prepared. The fact that he had to bust out the pad and whatnot.
Right. But legendary moment for Diz.
A legendary moment for Diz, because he was on top of his game.
He was on top of his game.
Times
I think that solidified him too in that moment.
Yeah.
Because we also were witnessing the fusion of the music industry, so to speak,
right?
The rap industry with the battle rap culture, and so it was still an iconic moment for battle rap. And I mean, the people won.
Yeah,
for sure.
The people
won.
For sure. It's I think it's hard for some of the MCs who have done traditional music and weren't a part of the actual battle rap scene, which he sort of was in the early days.
He was,
but
the format was different.
The format was different, right? To try to come back like from that, like you got to prepare. You know what I mean? Because you guys have it like second nature in this. This is what you do. Like it's like the competition level of it.
Right.
Like you guys have built yourselves for that. So when someone comes and tries to get in that arena,
Yeah.
Because they think they got bars and they don't do the right study. They don't like
Facts.
see
I
what's going-
battle rap.
Yeah.
I've done what? I've done 4 battles. I battled Head Ice, I battled Daylight, I battled DNA, and I battled Ill Will. These are all like
That's why a lot of people
top
call
tier.
you king of bars.
these are top tier dudes, right? You
Yeah.
can't give these dudes nothing.
Nothing.
No ammunition, right? I mean, these are like the best. These are the special, the
Best of the
marksmen.
best, yeah.
These are the marksmen, right? So, I mean, shit, I get in there, and there is a criteria over that motherfucker. You can't just, first of all, the style that Cannabis, myself, and other super lyrical, rappers use in hip hop, you can't use that style in battle rap too.
No.
That's another thing.
No, yeah.
You have to assimilate that there's a certain cadence,
Yeah.
right? There's a certain alliteration there's certain things that like phonetically that they do. There's nuances of their lingo. It's almost like being you feel like a fucking undercover cop. Like you're just around there trying to speak the language of a people that you have to study their culture.
Right.
It's not, you can't just walk in there because you were great at rap and think you're gonna stand on a battle stage and do great.
Yeah.
Right. A shout out to Joe Budden. Joe Budden did pretty good. He went in there. He did pretty good because he went against Hollow the Don, who is another one of those marksmen. So I go in there and they say out of the rappers. Right, shout out to Jag too, because Jag, West Coast guy, he battle raps too. He does really great. But they say like out of the rappers who were in like the music industry who went to battle rap, that I've performed like the best out of those guys. So
and that takes like knowing the lane,
man, it's the hardest shit in the world to get up there against those guys.
I seen it, man, because we used to watch it all the time. Like up here, I think we even ran some of the battles on the show. Like just bits and pieces of it.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, that's something I've always been down with, that.
Right.
The art of the battle. Because you hear some of the craziest metaphors.
It's the craziest shit ever.
In this shit.
But I think one of the key differences is hip-hop was more so predicated on decoding the struggle and kind of finding like the serum to like evade the oppressive states of whatever it was, right? That's why we all came together. It was like, oh, the police or this government or that. It was political, but it was hood, but it was street, but it was like, it was mom and pop, it was family. It had like, you diagnosed what was wrong and you fixed it. Battle rap is just like, yo, how can I destroy you?
How can I
and
rip
40 million ways to destroy your dumb
6
ass right
million
now,
ways
bro, to die. Choose all of them. Right.
I seen some dude put this girl down the other day, man.
Oh.
I don't know what, yo.
He
was calling it big body bitch.
Okay, so hold on. Shout out to Tay Rock. Shout out to Tay Rock. Shout out to Tay Rock. He's from Baltimore. He's from my home city, right? Okay, listen. Tay Rock is one of the best in battle rap, right? On the URL, right?
Yeah.
Shout out to Smack, shout out to RBE, right? Shout out to ARP. So Tay Rock, he came with that scheme. Big body bitch, thick body bitch, big body, big titty bitch, ice cream.
5 minutes of it, and it was
5
raw.
minutes of him just berating. But the girl, but with all due respect, the girl that he was going against, she's a beast. She's a beast.
Well, he said that
you have to talk like that to her because she will destroy you.
It was phenomenal.
Yeah, those girls are crazy.
Yeah.
hoes.
Yeah.
Yo, those girls are different.
Yeah.
Let me ask you. Do you think that, because you said, you made a point that, the rappers that, go into the battle lane, they can't use the same cadence. It's a different thing. Do you think that it's the other way around as far as like battle rappers trying to do an album?
Yeah, for
trying
sure.
to do concept stuff like that on an album type and get that off.
Yeah, you have to assimilate to a hip hop format because the listeners in their ears have been developed over a span of time where there's a certain code to what we do, right? And like you could get in the studio, say with like a Dr. Dre, right? First time I got in with like Dre, he was coaching me immediately. He didn't even know me.
Yeah.
But Exhibit, you know what I'm saying, had shouted me out to him and was like, yo, this kid is like the best rapper. You got to meet this kid. So I go to meet him and we go to Malibu. We walk in and there's like a mic set up. Battle Cat is in there like making beats. And I just walk right into like Dre's like, all right, let's go. I'm like, what? Like, hold up, we didn't even. Let's go. And then he just starts coaching me on shit that I do not understand about vocal tone, projection,
Right.
key, notes. Like, you're in the wrong key. I'm like, the wrong key? I rap. What do you mean? What key am I? I said, no, you're not hit. And I'm like, yo, this what you put Eminem through? Like, this is how I sit back with this pack, his zigzags and this back. I got it after that night. I got it. And so I did something for Pill Pharmacy, his pharmacy thing he was doing.
Yeah.
The Pill. And it ended up dope. It ended up really dope. And he vocal coached me through the whole process. But now imagine a battle rapper who doesn't even have the expertise I went in with.
Yeah,
And they
right.
get in. It's
frustration.
going to be night and day. It's just like, it's a whole. So me, it's the same way for me going over there, having to learn what they do. And their crowd telling, and I'm thinking I burnt some shit. And the crowd is like, you did this wrong, you did that wrong. You're saying too much stuff. I'm like, okay, I got too many bars. I got too many words in my bar.
Right.
So I gotta break. There's a cadence. And
Find the right cadence.
if you don't find it, it's like writing a pop record. There's a pop record cadence and then there's a hip hop cadence. And
Right.
then there's an R&B.
Yeah.
If you're off in any genre, they're gonna let you know that's not country. You're
Yeah.
off.
That's true.
So, battle rap has its thing. And it's so for them, it's hard for them to cross over and come over here. And I think that's one thing I wanted to do. I wanted to bridge the gap between us being acceptive of one another. You know what I'm saying? Like, I accept you as, come over here, do a song with me. I'll come over and battle rap y'all because they all want you to come over because they already know. They're like, yeah, come on over. They're like, we're going to cook you in here, right? But I'm like, no, come on over to here too. Battle rap over here too, on a beat, in a studio. Like, make a diss song too, because it'll show you how it goes over here too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they do it now. They're killing it now. They're learning how to assimilate to this hip hop format now. A lot of battle rappers like Sue Surf, who just recently,
Surf, yeah.
right? He was doing, I think, like Coachella or something. He performed. He was doing big stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, he was
So,
doing things before,
what's my boy name? Arsenal. Arsenal makes really good songs.
Yeah.
K Shine, he makes really good music too. Like you would think like how he battle raps because he's aggressive.
Yeah.
When he has like a melodic thing when he does music. You know what I'm saying?
It's
So,
being able to adapt.
there you go. There you go. And I had to do that just being a hip hop guy and look at the era we're in now.
Where'd you grow up in Baltimore?
I grew up in B-more. I grew up in
Nice.
B-more. So, and then I went straight from B-more to like getting signed in New York by Puff. So I had to like assimilate from B-more style to New York style. Like I battled in Harlem. I battled on 104th, like when Dipset and when Loon and people like were.
Yeah.
So I go back to that era, but go to now, where we are now, and learning the whole new thing going on.
You know what's crazy is because there's two styles of battle. There's on beat battle and now without, and both are dope.
Yep.
Which do you prefer? Like when
To be honest with you, I've written all of my battles to no beats, which has been a disadvantage for me because a lot of those battle rappers write their battles to beats.
To the beats.
Which is why when you turn the beat off, there's a hidden cadence in it, but you can slow it down as much as you want because you aren't restricted to the measures
Right.
of a song. Because so you could be like, you could write it to, let's say you wrote it to dun, 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 right? You wrote it to that, your structure, you got all your punches. When you perform it, you could slow it down, Matrix style, and then you could speed it up and you could, right? So when I write to nothing, and I notice sometimes where I think I'm gonna get a reaction, it doesn't translate or happen. And then I'm saying something that may be too intricate.
Right.
I didn't simplify or I wasn't clever enough and I overshot, right? So you gotta really get
All
it
those
right.
little things,
You gotta
Sally.
get it. You gotta get it right over there, boy.
Yeah.
You gotta get it right. So I'm still studying. I'm 4 battles in, but I'm still studying. You know what I'm saying?
It's a science, pretty much.
It's a sweet science over there.
Hell
It's
yeah.
sweet. You know what I'm saying? But so is this. And I'm back with bars right now just because I feel like we're at a deficit. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm back with just bars. Like I was trying to assimilate to more melodic stuff and learn how to expand just my song making. So I have that shit, But like I'm really on bars right now.
Yeah, there's not enough bars out there like there was once.
Just beats.
They aren't being highlighted.
Right.
Yeah.
They aren't being highlighted.
There's songs
Yeah.
and they're catchy,
It's catchy.
but
There's wit.
yeah, but it's
But
not
like we need like disgusting,
right.
like just downtrodden,
Yeah.
good old bars.
Bars.
I must agree. I have
Yeah,
to
I'm
agree.
outside. I'm outside with bars right now. Like I'm just back talking crazy.
Is that what your the new record you're working on, the new album?
Well, yeah. So I'm working on a Gangsta Grills. You know, I've been talking to Drama for some time about it. I just have not been in a rush because like Gangsta Grills for me is so nostalgic and it's so classic to the era and the times that we came up in and how precious the mixtape is to music. Mixtape was hip hop's A&R,
Hell yeah.
right? When we didn't have an infrastructure, the mixtape told everybody what they needed to do, and then it showed, oh, yo, they like that. Oh, it was the A&R, right? So, and it was where you showcased your abilities. So, for me to link up with Drama and revisit that nostalgic essence, you know, is something that I've always wanted when I was on a come up. Like when I first heard Lil Wayne, like a Millie, right? I always wanted to work with Bangladesh, you know, just because it was so iconic, right? And so now I'm working with Bangladesh on the grills too. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like
congrats on that.
Full
Salute.
full circle moments. You know what I'm saying? And
You could manifest it. You did by like, you know, thinking about it and saying, I want to work.
yeah,
Dude.
and at that time, the internet was becoming really prevalent in discovery of artists, and it was becoming that thing. You had YouTube, right? Everything was blowing up. So I actually, on a world poll, I had the most revered a Millie rendition, because even Jay-Z did it, right? He
A
did
lot
a
of
Billy.
people did it.
He did a Billy.
Yeah, a lot of people did renditions of that.
I had the top voted one, and that was kind of what kicked off me being able to tour.
Did you freestyle it or write it?
I wrote it, but we need to break down what actually, because I do believe that there's a criteria where you can write a freestyle.
I believe so too. Yeah, I think so too.
I think
I'm
that
not
there's
against that at all.
facets and different forms of a freestyle, and I think Off the Dome, which like Harry Mack, myself, we kind of like are masters of Off the Dome, Super Nat,
Yeah.
right? We kind of have mastered that. Juice World, shout out to Juice World,
Salute to Juice.
right?
Justina Valentine too. She's got
Yeah, Justina, right? But I think like there's that, and then you have like when they would go on like Funk Flex, or they would go and you have that thing.
yeah.
Because with Black
Yeah,
Thought,
you got to be ready there.
because that's a freestyle, meaning I'm not bound to a concept. I can write about jumping out of a window,
Right.
landing in
Right.
fire, jumping out the fire, being too cool for the fire to affect
could
me.
be
I
a
don't
writ-
have to be bound to a constructual like concept, right?
A lot of freestyles.
That's a freestyle.
It could be a written freestyle.
Off the Dome is I did all that, but I didn't even have to write it.
Right.
So there's two different, because people often confuse, oh, you're not freestyling, you wrote that. Well, you can write a freestyle.
Right.
You
Absolutely.
can't,
There's a lot that you see like
technically.
on IG, especially when people are like radio interviews, Sirius FM, XM. They're written. You could tell they're written.
Right.
But it's the way it's presented. And
Right.
It's done like a freestyle. So
Right.
you know it's written. But
Right.
you still respect it.
You
know
got to
what I'm saying?
respect the
Yeah.
bars. But I think
For
the
sure.
fake shit is when you wrote some shit and you pretend you're going off the
Right.
dome. That's the fake shit. Like, don't fake the funk on a nasty dunk, man. Like, if you didn't write that shit, or if you wrote it,
Own it. Yeah.
don't act like you didn't write it. Oh, that's just off the top. Nah.
Yeah,
Nah,
nah.
you cap. man. You
You
cap.
can- you can-
We
you're-
can tell when it's written too,
Right.
a little bit format wise, when you kind of know.
Yeah.
I may can freestyle some shit that you would think I wrote down though. I've done that so many times in my life that people are like,
No
"Yo,
way.
hold on, wait, that wasn't written."
Yeah.
I'm
You know,
like, no.
I think when
Phone in
because
hand.
guys like you got that thing where like because you do it so much, it's second nature now that you could make a freestyle like off the top of the head freestyle.
I could talk about
sound like a
everything in
written-
this fucking room, and you would think that you like, hold on, you pre-wrote that
Yeah.
shit before you got here.
Yeah.
I would not make one mistake. Like, but again, that's like the uncanny ability to hone in to freedom, right?
Yeah.
That's like being absolutely free. You can't overthink. right? You got to be in a flow.
It's tapping into a different part of the brain where the ideas
I think it's like
are just
channeling.
rolling out. Yeah.
It's like channeling for shit show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And certain people can do it, and certain people can't do it.
Did like when you started, did you have to like figure out a certain zone to be in, or was it just something that you had like off top?
To be honest with you, I practiced a lot. I practiced, bro. I used to walk everywhere. I didn't have a car, right? But
That gave you a lot of time to put the hours in, that's for sure.
But I used to walk from like the crib to like, let's say the gas station, or like to like the corner store, or like to get you know, like the sub shop, get food, whatever. And on my way there, I would be looking at the ground the whole time, and I'd be just taking my steps, and I'd just be rapping in my head, trying to figure out how to create. And I did that all. I probably looked like a retard, but I just walked. I did that shit all the time. But when I wasn't doing that, I was writing.
Right.
So I was perfecting the art of scripting and writing raps. Right. Like I would write like the most creative shit that you could figure out. Right. So I write like I did like straight A's. Right. So I was like, my alphabetic arsenal and awesome arithmetic are actually attributes adding artistic apprenticeship, absolutely an animal, accurately articulate, academically acrobatic, attaching the apparatus, advancing, attacking, average assassins, and agonizing, antagonists, analyzing, analysts, you know, shit like that, right? So I do the A's.
Machine gun shit.
So I do the A's, the B's, you know what I'm saying? The B, but everything starts with A.
Right.
Everything starts with B.
That's a great
you know
exercise.
What I'm saying? Everything starts with T. And I would push myself, right? I saw people like Papoose do it. You know, shout out to Papoose, right? I would see art, so I wanted to push. So while I was perfecting that style, right, while battling in my head cannabis, Big L, big puns, right? Then it was freestyling as I'm walking to the store, right? You hear gunshots, you hear somebody say "motherfucker," with it, right? You see all the sounds of the hood surrounding you, and you laser focusing, figuring out the mechanics of how to stay focused in the midst of all the drama. So that's how I trained myself, and I just became like, it became a thing where I could just, it was just instant. It was second nature. It was like literally my, you know what I'm saying, my sixth sense.
That's a good. It's a good skill to have when, like, let's just say you're in a studio with one of them producers who just like off the top will tell you rap.
Wyclef. I went in the studio with Wyclef, and Wyclef was like, "Yo, we gonna do a record." I'm like, oh, okay, let's do it, right? So I'm ready for the Wyclef experience. I'm like, we about to sit down. He gonna take the guitar. He gonna, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He just gave me a microphone. Was like, he cut on the beat. Was like, rap.
This is it, rap.
So I'm like, what? Yo, just do that shit. No, do that shit you be doing. Do that shit, right? So I'm like, oh, okay. He turned on the beat. I just start running, right? He like, yeah, he just hyping me, and it's like a corded mic, bro, like a old school show mic, like a corded mic.
That's crazy.
In the studio, we're in Daddy's house studio in New York City, like state of the art, everything. He hands me a corded mic, right? I go off. I was freestyling for like 5 minutes. He's like, all right, that's cool, that's enough, right? So I go to sit down. He's like, what are you doing? I'm like, what? He's like, nah, bye. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, I'm done with you.
I don't know. You're too close, man.
I'm like, you out?
Like, Dylan.
He kicked me out. He's like, I'm done with you. He kicked me out. He's like, I'll call you tomorrow. He called me the next day. He had the whole song done. He chopped all my vocals. He made a hook. And then here's the cold part. He made me and him go back and forth. I'm going 4 bars. He's going 4. And I'm like, yo, Wyclef is a genius. I'm like, this is the fucking genius of Wyclef. The song is called April Showers. And he's like mentioning shit from Baltimore all through the rap. And we're going back and forth. And the hook, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, wow.
So he had you, rock it, then spliced it like a producer does.
He spliced it up, bro.
And he is a genius, man, in
just
terms of production.
Genius.
Yeah.
Remember when Dylan choked him out?
Yeah.
You're too close, man.
On the skit.
Yeah, bro. That's what I was saying before.
I'm like, what?
That's always a hilarious.
Dylon is so why does Dylon come up in every hip hop discussion?
He deserves
because of that.
Dylon. Because of Chappelle.
Yeah.
Because of Chappelle.
He does.
Who's the top 5 rappers? Dylon, and Dylon.
Clap.
Shout out to Dylon, wherever he at in life right now.
Hey, forever his name lives because of that
Lives.
sketch.
You ain't lying.
He didn't do an album called Dylon yet.
He should've.
He's
He
tripping.
should have. He
He's
should have.
tripping.
Right? He should have
Shoulda,
like,
like,
EP.
I am-
He should have merch. Bro, he could.
with the fingers.
Yeah, with the Dylon, and
Exactly.
Dylon.
That's right. He's got to have the 5 Dylons.
Right, the
Or
5 Dylons of death.
Right? And then, the album I Am Dylon.
I am
You know
Dylon.
what I'm saying? And every song is Dylon doing something.
Yo, every song.
Too good.
Free Dylon.
Free Dylon, that's one of them.
Oh shit,
Fuck
free
with
Dylon.
Fadley's back in
Dylon's
Beemore?
first song.
Who?
Fadley's crab cakes.
Whoa,
Downtown.
I'm vegan.
Oh, then you don't eat it.
I'm vegan, and
oh man.
and
How long have you been vegan for?
God damn.
I've been vegan 10 years now.
Wow.
Yeah.
How long?
What makes
Congrats
you
on
make that choice?
Can I summons my green juice?
Yes.
Can
Someone
someone bring me my green juice? Yeah.
The green juice.
My magnificent, mysterious green. It goes everywhere I go.
You juice every day, yeah?
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It's cool for you.
Man, come on, man. Every day.
Yeah.
Every day, all day.
Every day, all day.
I'm 80% juice diet, like 20% food. I don't eat until most times sundown.
God damn.
Yeah. So you know what I'm saying?
One good meal a day.
One good meal a
But
day.
with the juices, too.
what the juices are meals.
Yeah.
Cause you gotta
They're meal
think,
replacements,
You know how many
right?
bags of fruit that is, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, bro, when we come, it look like we got a lot of groceries. We just got a lot of fruit. Like it's a lot. Like you figure
Yeah, it
one
takes
big
lots
bag
of
of
juice,
apples
yeah.
is only making like 3 juices, bro.
Word.
Like 20 apples.
You got to buy up the whole damn.
Yeah. So you put in about 6 apples, you know what I'm saying? And whatever. And you got orange, cucumber, but that I'm doing that all day.
Were you like eating a lot before though?
Before, not a lot. Not a lot. Few meals a day.
Like I'm saying, like for you to make that choice, would something happen? Like were you just like, oh, something?
Yeah, I wasn't feeling too healthy. I wasn't feeling too good.
Did you feel like sluggish and?
Yeah, I felt sluggish. I felt like I used to think that I had like possible like heart issues, right? So I was like concerned because I would get like flutters,
right,
and shit, and I was just concerned about my overall like health. So I just sought out to just change my diet, and
who introduced you to the juices?
The juices, juice life. The juices are something that kind of just like developed, like but
for the alternative, right? For like replacing the meal.
Yeah, because what happens is initially you don't know what to eat. Right. So a lot of people's fear is like when they go vegan that they're gonna starve to death because you don't know what to eat. So you walk around a lot like, but back then, 10 years ago, it wasn't as accessible as it is now.
Not as many options.
Because you could DoorDash or Grubhub some vegan shit now. Right?
Yeah.
There's shit everywhere. But back then, it was just like, uh-oh.
You had to make it yourself.
Yeah, it was a decision. Like, oh shit.
Go fight a rabbit for his
Like,
dinner.
fuck that. Just make the chicken. like you know what I'm saying? Like, fuck it. Because you didn't even know. You'd have no knowledge.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I was watching a lot of different things about health and I studied like biochemistry. And I was just learning about the human body. You know what I'm saying?
Herman.
The what?
Herman body.
The human.
Memphis.
Human.
Herman.
Oh, in Memphis
Herman.
it's Herman.
Memphis,
Y'all put an R in everything.
They put an R in
Merzick.
like Merzick.
Hold on.
Merzick.
Hold on. Are you from Memphis?
Oh, no, New York. I'm just saying.
Okay. So, because you know that's crazy. Because I just got off the phone with Memphis. I was on the phone with Jazzy Faye before I came here. Right? He's going on his way to do a podcast, and they put the R. He doesn't do it, but it.
Most.
I did a song with Yo Gotti, and he said Merzick.
Merzick?
He said Merzick.
Yeah,
He said they say
Bart's-
Merzick.
Bart's is probably from Memphis with that myrrh.
Well, yeah, that's what we were talking about.
Straight
They're from Memphis. It's a speak in Memphis for sure. Just like any part of the the country from New York to L.A. Everybody has a different type of slang and cadence in how they talk.
Definitely.
And
Yo, I'm from Baltimore. We got some of the worst shit on earth. Come on.
hey, I remember going.
You want me to turn my Baltimore accent up right now? I'll fuck y'all up.
Hey, what's trippy is
Yeah, I
my
wanna hear
first
that.
time
Oh,
I
we
went.
could get country too, man.
Hey, my first time I went to New York with Muggs, right? He takes me to DJ Clark Kent's house, right?
Yo, shout out to Clark Kent.
Yeah. And, needless to say, he's one of the people we look up to. He's like the Superman DJ and whatnot.
He's
so
man.
Muggs takes me up there, like, you know, to introduce me to some of the people we gonna be fucking with in the future and stuff like that. So he takes me to Clark Kent's house, and me and Clark are talking. He goes, "Man, you LA motherfuckers are country as fuck." Because of the way I was talking, I was like freshly out of the gang banging system, you know what I mean? And we talk very country and not realizing this.
But you know, New York, they had a time and an era before they tapped into the South where they told everybody they were country.
It's true.
I'm from Baltimore, and
y'all were country too.
We 3 hours. We 3 hours from New York, right?
Yeah.
Like in a car.
Yeah.
Not on a plane. Like we're 3 hours from you in a car, 2 hours on a train.
And y'all were country too?
And we country, right? Now I get it, cause our shit fucked up. But it's like New York. Y'all, I get it. Y'all got the coolest accents on fucking, planet Earth. I get it.
It's true.
Right? But it's like, come on. Y'all think everybody's country though.
Yeah.
Everybody outside of that motherfucker. Y'all probably motherfuckers in Delaware. Y'all think they country too.
They are. Delaware would be bad country.
I was scratching my head when he called me country.
Yeah, you're like, what?
Like, is it because y'all say flow?
Y'all and
all that. Y'all's and you.
Y'all like, aye.
Yeah.
Aye on me.
And proper.
You know what I'm saying?
I guess we
y'all
all
say
kinda
like
country.
core.
I mean,
like the core.
Yeah.
yeah, that part too.
And in Boston, it's ka.
Yeah.
It's
It's
ka.
crazy. They're like Australia, because in Australia it's like the cow.
No, Australia's great.
New York is talk.
Boston's
it's
terrible.
talk. Hey, who you
Yeah,
talk? You
that's
talk.
right.
I saw that hawk
The
fly
W's.
by.
Right, the hawk. You lost the hawk.
W's and
Hawk.
What we do, man?
New York got cool lingo.
We know we
what's your
butchering it,
accent?
you
What's the Baltimore accent? What's that lingo there?
Oh, like the shit we say, like, so let's say like you one of my mans from Baltimore, right?
Yeah.
So I call your phone, right? I'll be like, "Fuck it is, dummy." Right? So you see how
Yeah.
So you realize that first of all, I said like what the fuck is going on,
Right.
homie,
Yeah.
right? But I'm saying like, "Fuck it is, dummy." So like even the fuck is not fuck, it's fuck, right? It's like fuck it is. Like we chop all the words into pieces, right? So like fuck it is, dummy, right? And you like, "Man, fuck it is, stupid." So then the stupid is ew, so that we put an emphasis on the u.
Still.
You know what I'm saying? So it's two.
Like The Wire, when you
it's
watch
two,
The Wire.
do,
Yes.
do. So they got like these things on the internet. It's like, say, iron, iron.
That was
Hulu,
hilarious. I've seen that one.
right? So yeah, so they fuck with us. They fuck with us real heavy. But our accent is cold though.
It
Like,
is.
To if me and another Baltimore niggas start talking right now, y'all gonna be like, "Can somebody phone a translator, please?"
Recorded and translated.
Yeah, we need a translator in this motherfucker because these niggas is talking.
It's like
alien.
It's like Memphis having their own thing and Atlanta having their own thing.
I say Atlanta worse than Memphis.
Yeah.
Cause like you get two real native Atlanteans,
This is
Yeah.
true.
my nigga.
True.
You like
Nothing.
What?
Yeah.
There ain't nothing.
You got to be really tuned in to like
but you wanna know who's a
understand.
real
Walk into a Waffle
articulate
House.
Atlanta person though?
Yeah.
who that.
T.I.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, shout it, look. T.I., be that as it may, right? Because T.I. got that fucking
Yeah.
he got that vernacular.
Yo.
You know what I'm saying?
That,
You got-
and
so-
the goody mob too.
Yeah, very like articulate. But you could get to some ATL motherfuckers.
And you ain't understanding
Hey,
it.
nah, nigga. Hey,
Other
shout it.
parts of Georgia too.
Yeah,
Not just
it
Atlanta.
get all around there.
South Georgia for sure.
Like, where's that part where they say straight? There's a part where they say straight. They don't say straight, they say straight.
Straight.
Like, straight up, shout it. Hey, straight up, shout it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is that?
Hey, hell yeah, shout it, straight up. Straight up. Yeah, that's that Atlanta right there.
Yo.
Hell yeah.
Straight up.
Hell yeah.
Everybody got their own speak, you know what I'm saying?
Everybody got their speak. So hold on, where you originally from?
From here.
I know, but what part, like,
Oh, well, yeah, East LA.
East Side? Because whenever you, like, say I'm being an East Coast nigga, right? Whenever I ask the motherfucker, they're like, I'm from here. I'm like, yeah, but, because there's so many different parts,
Yeah.
right? So East LA can be more specific.
I moved all over, but like my family and where I was born was East LA, right? So like certified East LA. Like, you know, we moved around like Monterey Park, Montebello, and Pico Rivera.
Pico Rivera.
Pico
Yeah.
Rivera.
'Cause
That's
being
right, we did
from-
all that shit, man. I was on the east side for a lot. And then I start moving in closer in towards the southeast, like like Southgate, then eventually into South Central, and then
South Central,
and then I start moving over towards the South Bay. Like I moved around a lot, but yeah, my family mainly was from East LA.
Cause being from Baltimore, it's like, first of all, we don't say Baltimore, we say Baltimore. Right? Baltimore.
Yeah.
Baltimore.
Yeah.
Right. So, we got West Side, East Side, right? Pretty much, but we do got North and South, but we don't really say it like that. We say, West Side, East Side, and it's like a thing. And Baltimore ain't big than a mother. It's small.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So it's relatively small, but like it's a thing to us. So like if you ask us, like, yo, we gonna say like, I'm from West Baltimore. We gonna put an emphasis on that we're from that. You know what I'm saying? Like we'll let you know. So we real petty about shit like that.
It's the pride in where you're from.
It's just so divided because we feel like the East Side and the West Side are two different types of people.
Yeah.
Like we don't
That's
feel
true.
like we do the same shit.
That's true. It's the same thing here. Like for instance, if you grew up on the East Side, you're like San Gabriel Valley, and then there's San Fernando Valley up here. Up going north, northwest, if you will, right? And it's two different mentalities.
Everybody into some different shit.
Yeah, it's some different stuff, and each side sort of looks down on each other for some reason.
And do the other sides fight? Because like in our shit, we would fight back in the day.
It's so spread out that there's really, unless you just happen to be in a spot, which is very rare, because usually people back then, at least, well, way back in San Gabriel, they just sort of stood in San Gabriel, and so did people in San Fernando. It's when you're like in a common place,
right?
And it might be gang related, where some people might see each other from, what's up? Where you from?
Well, I get the gang, get that gang shit, but like we would like literally fight, be like, yo, them East Side niggas, or they be like, yo, them West Side niggas ain't whatever. Like, yo, them East Side niggas down there.
Yeah.
And so, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like it's almost like you could see somebody and be like, I could tell you from the East Side. Like,
yeah.
It just was crazy. Baltimore is so small like that. You know what I'm saying? I guess you got more area to cover. You don't really know who somebody is unless there's a gang affiliation and they're wearing something that represents that particular.
Yeah. No, I get that. Yeah, it was crazy for a time out here like that, though. But yeah, I mean, it's California's so big, man. There's crazy shit everywhere all through it.
What's that juice made of?
Oh, this is made of. I started to say some crazy shit just now, but I just stopped myself.
Real quick.
Celery?
No.
It smells like a lot of celery.
No. I don't know. That ain't what you smell. No celery. This is straight.
There ain't no goddamn celery in there.
You're smelling cucumber.
Oh, it's cucumber.
Yeah, cacumba.
Yeah.
Cacumba.
Cacumba.
Yeah, cacumba. No, so this is cucumber, orange, ginger, and apple.
Ginger is always like one of the main things you got to put in the juices, right?
You got to put the ginger in you every day.
Cleans out the system.
Every day. Yeah. You got ginger should be all day, every day. It's an anti-inflammatory. You know what I'm saying?
You know what's crazy is now you go to a vitamin section and they got ginger gummies now.
Ginger tablets, all types of ginger shit. You go to you go get a ginger shot right now.
Ginger shot, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm ginger every day. Every day to start the day with ginger.
Ginger life.
Yeah.
Right. I remember biting that when I was younger, and I found out
Terrible.
how spicy that was.
You,
Yeah, bro. That is,
Let me ask you this: since you started doing the juices, did you feel it gave you a different kind of energy?
Way different. It broadened my intellect as well, because like there's a direct correlation between like there's a neurological effect,
right?
That the food you eat has on you, right? And so the body doesn't really understand that you ate an apple or that you ate fucking, a steak,
yeah,
right? Or hot Cheetos.
Yeah.
The body only understands the biochemical
what you put in
assimilation of what's in the shit you're eating. So if you eat something that has a disproportionate impact on the biochemical or electromagnetic charge that your body needs, because your body is electric, right?
Right.
And you just think about this shit, like you got all these metals in you, right? You got like copper, zinc, and like you got all, and think about it, like a wiring system is all these metals, right?
Yeah.
So you start thinking like thoughts travel through what they call synapse, right? It's like a gap where these electrical signals are firing off in your brain, which is why they created like the light bulb as the symbol of an idea. It's the symbol that it's electrical. It's like, oh, I got it.
It's a current.
Right? It's a current, right?
Yeah.
So when you say like if you drink like milk, right? It'll harden into like a phosphate crystal, and that crystal will block. It will put a blockage on like that synapse. So where your neuron transmitters and receptors are firing off to catch and receive your ideas, now you're just like, damn, what was that?
Stuck.
What was that?
Stuck.
So
And
like,
that's some of the stuff you're putting in your body that causes this.
that's exactly, because think about this shit. Your mouth is connected to your sinus, right?
Right.
So you're putting shit in your mouth, it's going directly into your sinus, and your sinus is connected to your brain. So it's automatic. It's automatic that what you eat is going to have an effect on you. I tell you what, if you was to do this, and I mean, you probably wouldn't do this, but if you, let's say you had some water that had like, just say it had like dirt in it. If you took the water and you just swished it around in your mouth and you spit it back out, the water would be clean. Because your mouth just absorbed everything.
You just filtered it.
You just filtered it.
Yeah.
So all that shit is now in your sinus, which is why you eat shit and you get a runny nose or you get stuffy or you're like, oh, I'm coming down with something. Nah, something's coming down.
I'm gonna need a couple gallons of that smart juice. I know some dumb motherfuckers. I need to start feeding them too.
Well, even for like your recovery,
Yeah.
there's herbs, there's shit that you should be having
Yeah.
every day when you wake up. For even like the pain and just the the cell regeneration for what you're gonna need for that muscle fiber. Even the fact that your muscle fibers were to the point where they were dehydrated enough to tear in that way.
Yeah.
You know, and it didn't, because it should have been. What should have happened is your shoulder should have dislocated from the weight,
Right.
right? And that would have saved you, because it would have came out. They could have popped it back
right
in,
yeah.
but you held it, and that muscle said, boom, right?
It was the tendon, and tendons aren't muscles. They don't
well,
get stronger. Your
right,
muscles get stronger.
You can strengthen the shit around them, right? But
yeah.
but what happens is the shit around it has to be hydrated so it can stretch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
That's why they say like core workouts and yoga and things like that are good for those tendons and all that stuff.
yeah, but you got to stay hydrated,
Yeah,
bro.
hydrate.
And guess what? Water does not hydrate you.
No.
Water flushes shit out of you. That's why if you drink a gallon of water, you damn near piss a gallon of water. Like people, it's the misnomer is that, oh, your body's 80% water. No, it's not. You think there's just water in you? Like that's not. It's not. It's such a misconcept. Like, you know what I mean? It's you know, and
misinformation.
So what it is that your body is made up of 80% water.
Yeah.
And the shit that it makes up pretty much turns into more plasmic type of fluid. So it's a thicker, more jelly-like substance, right? But it's not water. So you're not just running around with 80% water in you. So people tend to think if I drink water, I'm going to be hydrated. But nah, you're going to extrapolate whatever's in that water, right? Whether it's shitty or good, and you're going to piss the majority of that water out, and it's going to cleanse out your body. That's what water does. So if you drink a gallon, you pretty much piss a gallon. You're pissing all day when you start. You're like, I got to drink more water. You piss all day. When you drink juice, it goes in and it assimilates on a nutritional value or level. So now you get all the nutrients and you get cell regeneration, because the shit that's in here is grown under the sun, out of the soil, and they've liquefied this shit from the rain and everything else. And now you're getting direct you're getting all the hydration, all that shit. So every man living should be juicing if he wants to continue to use his dick.
There you go.
Yep.
You sold a lot of people right there.
And throw a little bit of cayenne pepper in that motherfucker, because that's good for the gut. That's good for cleansing, period. You know what I'm saying?
It's in everything.
It's in everything. If you think about,
ginger.
you know, and not to just dwell on that shit, but getting an erection is getting blood flow.
Yeah.
So if you think about cayenne pepper, it thins out the blood, so you get more flow. If you've had like heart blockages or any of that shit, cayenne pepper needs to be your regimen, not heart thinning, not blood thinning medicine.
And some of the
cayenne
juicing
pepper.
cleanses they prescribe that you put in the cayenne pepper and the ginger and the lemon and the other.
You should put cayenne pepper in everything that you can stand it in. You should put it in everything. If you could handle it in your tea, whatever, put that shit in all that shit, bro. Because it can do nothing but make you healthier and feel better. And tell you what, if you drink a warm glass of water with cayenne in it, you'll take the nicest shit you've ever took. You know?
There you go. Movement.
You feel like you need a movement? You need a movement? Cayenne pepper and a glass of warm water, cayenne pepper in it. Shit will move immediately.
It will move you.
U-Haul will pull up out front, nigga. Your shit be moving. They be straight up.
The blowout might not be as violent.
You better have a charged phone in the bathroom.
The key to all this, conversation right here is, hey, keep your health up, man. Treat yourself right.
Yeah, man.
Put some of these nutrients in your life and extend and get better. You know what I'm saying? And with that, we're going to jump right into this.
Take healthy shits.
Hold on, 1 second.
Hello everyone, we're reporting live here today from Dr. Greenthumb's LAX. We are showcasing our new all-in-one disposables by Stizzy Full Gram. We also have their half-gram disposables along with their full gram and half-gram cards. Please come check us out and ask your bartender for any deals we have going on. We're located at 5494 Centinela Avenue. Now we're heading back to the studio.
All right, before we get into this, criminalizing marijuana is the past. It's time to reclaim your future. In Arizona, expungement means that certain marijuana-related criminal records are sealed and no longer available to the public through background checks and searches. But it's not automatic. If you're in Arizona, you'll need to get legal help to submit all the proper paperwork to the court and get that help for free. From the Reclaim Your Future campaign, go to azexpunge.org. Check to see if you're eligible and seal them goddamn records, man.
Get right, baby.
Word up. And now?
And go get a job.
Get a job. And now this.
Time for submissions. Time for submissions. Time for submissions.
What are you talking about?
I was gonna say, Blaze, your New York Giants need to start juicing.
Oh, man.
Not looking too hot this year.
Hold on, that's a double entendre. Yeah, you get it?
Yeah.
Sammy Sosa.
All right, first one of the day here. We got Christian up in here saying, can y'all give my older brother Hav a birthday shout out? He just turned 38 and will hopefully join me in Oakland to see Cypress Hill.
Hey, happy birthday, Hav.
Happy B-Day, brother.
Happy birthday.
Get your ass up to Oakland, man.
And get a green juice.
That's right.
And let's see, next up in here, we got Jose up in here saying, yo, shout out to E-Zone. This is me and E at LA versus Miami. And he's asking E-Zone, how was the beer?
Oh, salute, man. Thank you for the beer. It was great. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, I'm always there at the pre-games. If you see the 42 original or 42 Originals booth, I'm usually there filming those guys.
How high are you right here?
That was pre-RSO days.
Oh, okay, yeah, he's not that high. I can see.
Yeah.
He's still got the sparkle.
I'm more drunk than high.
All right, let's go. Next.
And next up in here, we got One Happy Mama, and he's saying, y'all should watch Make Me Scream on Amazon Prime. It's so funny.
Make me scream.
Saying Little Xan is on the first episode.
You mean Diego, son.
Diego.
All right.
He told you about that.
He told you, son.
Jaleel White? That's Jaleel White. Urkel.
It
Shout out
is.
to Jaleel White.
All right. Excellent. He still be working, man.
Jaleel White is a genius, bro.
Yeah. We got to have him back up here. It's been a minute. All right.
He's cool.
Yeah, he's real cool.
And we got Dean Jones up in here asking, who has heard Wiz's new release? He's saying it's so damn hard, and this beats some golden era, too. He's asking who agrees.
Shout out to Wiz Khalifa.
I have not heard his stuff.
Not heard it.
I've not heard it, but I will listen to it today.
Still getting through the Drake album.
Who, what?
Still getting through the Drake album.
Oh, you're still rolling through the Drake album?
Yeah.
All right.
I didn't hate as much as the originals.
Check out Gangsta 101, Wiz Khalifa featuring myself, King Los.
Boom.
Check that motherfucker out. But I put a verse on that motherfucker.
I know you did.
Bury that motherfucker. You dig?
And we got Kay Yazzie up in here saying the homegirl gave me this nice tasting vape. Anyone at the table like to hit the cartridges?
Hell yeah, I do. Pro pen or no pen though. But yeah.
Yeah, Pro Pens are good.
Pro Pens are great.
I'm going to say that off top.
I'm a fan.
Fact.
Oh, y'all vaping.
It's because like I feel like sometimes, bro, you don't always have time to roll a joint or a blunt.
It's in the quick pinch. Those things are key.
And then like if like okay, you could get like a regular distillate cart, but like when you start putting the concentrate version of it, like a live rosin cart, that's like the equivalent of taking a dab.
Right.
Or like, it can be.
Sometimes smoking could be like inappropriate in a setting.
Yeah.
I noticed like that vaping is very convenient for people who just want to like pop.
Dude,
Yeah, really
their
quick.
things.
You
Yeah,
get
real
rude ass
quick.
service at the nicest restaurant just because you think it's cool to smoke a joint before in the parking lot. Just vape it real quick.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
smoking joints and blunts in public is really loud. That shit is low key in comparison.
Right.
All
And we
right.
got Megan up in here saying, everyone go report the Cypress Hill account. It's a fake account on Instagram.
Yeah, report that.
First of all, nobody's gonna believe that they only have 293 followers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't have no backup page for this.
Yo, whoever those 293 people are, what were you thinking?
What were you thinking?
What were you thinking being the first? Who was the first guy? Like, yo, I'm first.
Yeah.
He probably DM'd them that it was like first.
Yo, dude, I followed the account. I was the first one, man.
Number 1.
Dummy.
Crazy.
Yo, big dummy.
Crazy.
And we got Smokestack Mac up in here saying Roscoe had the tumor successfully removed and is now
Hey.
resting and relaxing.
Right,
Shout out Roscoe.
All right, Roscoe.
Let's go, Roscoe.
Yeah, buddy.
Roscoe.
Oh, yeah. He's chill mode.
Look at Roscoe, man.
Roscoe.
You on that good drug.
He's on his couch of
On
comfort.
them dog perks.
Yeah, he perky up right now, too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Don't ask me nothing. I ain't chasing the shit.
He said, don't bother me.
Go
He
get
don't-
your...
he don't know that he chased much. Bobo.
Roscoe's like, go get your own slippers, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Word.
Roscoe's not a chaser. Look at he's got his tongue out over there.
He definitely not a chaser.
He's not a chaser.
He's got his tongue out.
He got
over
his
there.
tongue. His tongue is out on the side of that motherfucker. That nigga high,
That's
bro.
a T-shirt right there. All right, next.
And they like Percocet.
Yeah.
Molly Percocet.
And we got Justin up in here saying young ODB was in town in Chicago for a show, and I went out to go see him.
All right. Salute.
Oh, look, he look just like his daddy.
He does.
Yes.
Yo, he sounds just like him too.
Yeah.
That's dope.
I seen him on stage like performing on a clip.
He raps too.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
raps.
I didn't know
I think doesn't he go out with Wu-Tang and do
I think he does his
He
dad. He
has,
did
for
his
sure.
dad
Yep.
shit.
That makes sense to me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If anybody's going to do it,
Was he with Carlos Mencia? Who was that?
I don't know.
No, I think
Oh,
that was
no,
one
this
of
is,
a fan.
This is Justin that sent this in.
Oh, yeah.
Carlos Mencia.
Hey, he does kind of look like Garcia. Damn.
That was great.
All right, Los.
You know what I'm saying? I know my Mexicans, you know what I'm saying?
That was great.
I'm Carlos. I gotta know the other Loses.
That's right.
Great.
I'm glad you know Carlos Mencia.
Yo, he's dope though.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Thank
fuck with
you.
him?
Yeah, I thought he was funny.
I thought he was funny too.
Yeah,
I
thank you.
fuck with him. I like George Lopez too though.
Yeah, George Lopez. Definitely.
George Lopez is funny.
He was pretty right. He was pretty good in the more than pretty good in the Blue Beetle. I just saw it not long ago.
Is it a recent movie or?
Yeah, it's a DC movie, like those
Oh,
superhero
Was
movies.
it good? Did you like it? The whole
Yeah, it was
version?
good. It was not bad. It's just that I think they released at a bad time. So,
Right.
sometimes that happens with these superhero movies. It's a DC superhero movie.
Right.
And
The Blue Beetle.
yeah, the kid from Cobra Kai, the Latino kid,
Mm-hmm.
he's like the principal. He plays the kid that becomes the Blue Beetle. It's pretty good.
I gotta go see that shit because I'll try to watch all those movies no matter what.
It's pretty good.
They got messages in them. All those movies got like hidden messages about shit. Like if you know anything about the Beetle, like the Beetle is a ill ass fucking like the ancient advanced societies they left hieroglyphics and all types of shit
the
about
Beatles,
about
yeah.
Beatles.
Beatles and me. I mean,
Yeah, the Beatles.
True.
And then this one guy, I forget his fucking name, he created a flying machine, right? Using nothing but the wings of Beetles. Because when you take two beetle wings and you put them on top of each other, they hover. This is real shit. You think I'm bullshit, right?
Yeah, no.
They hover.
Okay.
Like it's suspended in the air, bro. Some crazy shit.
Wow.
So he put a bunch of those shits on like what looks like a fucking, those when everybody was standing on those things that just go forward.
Yeah.
It looks like one of those with a fucking handle. And he put it on that, and he was flying all around in like the fucking.
That's crazy.
In like the 30s, bro.
Yeah. There's
This
footage
dude.
of it. Yeah.
There's footage of it.
Yeah.
Like,
Wild.
you know what I'm saying?
It's crazy.
wild
It's
shit.
crazy to see it. Yeah.
It's when you see it, you're gonna be like, what the?
Yeah.
This nigga's just
I need to check that.
It's like, how was he even safe? He was just going. It's going fast too.
Crazy shit.
Crazy shit, bro. You gotta be crazy to be a genius, though.
Sounds like he
That's
was a part
true.
of that society that they try to wipe out of history. That there was like advanced with
all the advanced technology.
Yeah,
and
like
shit.
they had electric cars before all this.
Right, and then they give us Atari.
Yeah.
What type of shit?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
They did everything to wipe these people's history out. It was crazy.
Yeah,
Like
they
some
had
people,
advanced everything.
some people would say that those people like they were like some kind of hybrid from another
Because
planet.
they were saying like they're Tartarians.
Yeah, there it is,
Because like
Tartarian.
when you go back and you watch go back and look at anything from like the horse and buggy days, right? And then go look at the buildings. They're like anomalously created. Like some of the buildings are so gargantuan in architecture and stature. How do you have a fucking horse and a buggy? Who built this shit?
Yeah.
How'd you get to the top of this motherfucker with no machinery?
Some of them structures, they say aliens built them. You know what I'm saying?
But they been so when you see shit that says founded, it literally means this is how the fuck we found it.
Yeah, we found it like this.
Because a lot of
We just
people
put
think
our
that
name
found
on
it means like you'll see a bank. Most of the banks, right, have founded on them because they were already there. Like the banks were all. Look at what they're made of. They're made out of like stones that you have to quarry from like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta think
They
about
can't
that shit.
find. They can't find.
And
some
how
of
would
that
you
material.
how would you haul it? How would you transport this shit in that day and age? This shit made in like 1700s,
especially any kind of pyramids. When you think about that.
Now and the distance that those stones were from where the pyramids are built.
Right.
Yeah.
How would they move this?
It's like 100 miles
Yes.
from where the fucking pyramids are.
That material in that form.
And
like how you know
the
what I mean?
average weight of each stone is fucking 3 to 4 tons.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's crazy.
Per stone.
Insane.
Yeah. Yeah, they've been bullshitting us forever about that.
Let me ask you a question. How many sides is the pyramid?
No, 4.
Nope,
5?
it's
Three.
8.
It's 8.
8. I don't-
8.
yeah.
Because it's what you would think, or it's 6. It's either 8 or 6. We should look it up. It's either 8 or 6 because
Hey, Barry,
it's like a
look it up.
diamond. It's like a diamond instead of a. So you think
an
it's a
8-sided figure.
It's an 8-sided figure.
Wow.
So what we see when you see pyramids of Giza, that's really 8 sides, but it
8
takes the sun to be positioned a certain way for you to tell that there's a slight
Bend,
bend. That's how
That's genius
precise
work
the
right
fucking
there.
architecture.
They still
is
can't
and shit.
replicate that to this day.
To this day.
How many more?
To this day.
The last one so far, we just got Neo the One 1981, and he's saying rolled my best friend Balls Mahoney a version of a hash hole blunt for his birthday this past weekend.
Okay.
Hold on. Wait, what's his name?
Balls Mahoney.
Okay, don't start that sentence with "rolled my best friend's balls." like I didn't know where you was going with that.
Yeah.
My best friend.
Yeah,
Balls
he's got his reading challenges.
And that looks like
You didn't stop. You didn't have a comma nowhere, and that's it. Rolled my best friend's ball. Like you just went straight into that.
That's his
shit.
name. Balls
No.
Mahoney.
You got to reword that shit,
Yep.
bro.
Why would you-
Started off like this: Balls Mahoney, my best.
Yeah.
I
Not my
just happened to
best
roll
friend,
this joint.
Balls.
Just say the whole sentence backwards. Friend, my best Mahoney balls. You can just figure it out. It's safer that way.
And I think he just he rolled them a different kind of joint too. That doesn't look like
Sauce,
like
yeah.
hash. I think that's sauce, which is still hybrid.
It's a
joint.
version. It's
Yeah,
a
get
version.
tried.
But yeah.
Don't you put that more on like the paper?
Where's the finished product?
He didn't send it in.
You
But
knew
he's
better.
asking you guys to give Balls Mahoney a happy birthday.
Stop it, Mahoney. Just Mahoney.
Happy birthday.
Minus
Yo,
the
shout out,
balls.
shout out
bro.
to Mahoney.
Yeah. Minus the balls.
Minus
no
the
balls.
balls.
Minus
Word up.
all the balls.
Balls.
Thank you for your submissions. Keep them coming to BRealTVContest@gmail.com, and we will put them on. And if you haven't smashed that like yet, please do so. subscribe, share the show out, tell your friends about it, and crack all notification bells so you can get down with the content we be dropping. And we drop a lot. You know what I'm saying? And now we're going to open up the doors to the Insane Asylum. That means, y'all, you got a comment, question, shout out, suggestion. We're here for it.
It's 333.
Whoa.
Who the fuck did that?
The old man.
Welcome to the Insane Asylum.
All right, let's do this. We got Honey Buncho Slugs up in here asking, or he's just saying, Kid Ink featuring King Los, No Option is one of my favorite songs.
Oh, shout out to Kid Ink.
Salute to Kid Ink.
That's another verse that I kind of went crazy on. Loco.
He needs to pull up to an LAFC game, bro.
Bring it.
He don't live here, I don't think, right?
Who, Ink?
Or does he?
Yeah, Ink is out here.
He's just busy, man.
He need to pull up where? I put the word in.
No, he's on the song. He's on the anthem for the LAFC.
So him and I at DJ Flick made a song for the LAFC, right? We did a few songs, but he's on the first one.
Oh, he's on the first one?
Yeah.
Have you had Ink up here?
Yeah, we had Ink up here.
Speaking of smokers.
Yeah.
He introduced me to a lot. I went on tour with Ink.
Yeah, he's a cool dude.
Yeah,
man.
we toured together.
No.
Hell yeah.
Smoke.
People want to see him at the LAFC game because they know he's down for LAFC and he was on the first song. Yeah. So that's what E-Zone was talking about.
Oh yeah, man. I'll tell Ink to pull up.
Bring it.
And when they design the next FIFA game, I'm just saying because we're like that's the first team to like actually have like a theme song like that with like big stars like that. I think y'all should get playable characters.
Why not?
Because that would be pretty epic to add that on there. Because MLS has like kind of been on the blow up lately.
Yeah, they should do it. I'm not against. All right, next.
And we got a midget Mike up in here asking King Los, how is it working for Bad Boy Records?
I don't work for Bad Boy Records.
That's what he was asking.
I think he means your time on Bad Boy Records.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Working with
it was
Bad Boy maybe.
Yeah, it was great. It was great. It was, you got to understand, I went straight from the fucking like projects to like being signed to Bad Boy.
It's Bad Boy, baby.
You know what I'm saying? I went straight from like west side of Baltimore.
That's like the big leagues right there.
Yeah, and it's like, you know what I'm saying? So that era of my life was amazing. You know, shit, I had got a little advance and shit, you know what I'm saying? You know, I was in New York a lot recording, but my experience was dope, man. I was in a major recording studio, in the same studio like the Biggie recorded in and shit. And I was just learning the ropes, man. I was meeting a lot of key players in the game. You know, shout out to Derek Angeletti, D-Dot.
You were getting a great education there.
I was getting the greatest education because that's also where I did the song with Wyclef because he was just working there.
Yeah.
Did he ever walk in and just say, "I'm shutting down the studio"?
No.
You gotta go. All right.
No. You know what I think that is? You know what I think that is? Honestly, I think that's like more so the TV persona.
Yeah.
Because he's the dude like get in the studio.
Yeah, he
like,
wants you finishing, not like holding up.
He doesn't care if you never like if you're working. So the thing was, because we didn't know him like that back then. Right? So every time you saw him, it was a big deal. It's like, oh shit, there go Puff.
Yeah.
Right? But the thing was, yo, try to outwork Puff.
That's
right?
the best way to do, like, get the attention. Hell yeah.
Because it was like, he notices everything. So if you leave, when you leave, how you leave, he's gonna know. Right? So we would have these things where we were like, yo, every day we work, we can't leave till after he's gone, right? This is when we first met.
You got to get there before him and leave after him.
You got to get there before him and leave after him. That shit was unfortunate.
Yeah.
He never fucking left. So you're in the studio for days, and that shit made me a beast. So when it was time for me to cut down my album, I had done 100 records. And we had to scale down 100 records into 13 records.
Hey, that's great.
But I learned so much in that time because it was like, you know what I'm saying? Dude is working.
He's a workaholic.
And so to outwork him, when I realized that the janitor can't outwork the boss, I said a lot of people are never going to get promoted in this company.
Right.
Because The dude who cleans shit off the toilet, you're the boss and you're outworking that guy. You know what I'm saying? I see the janitor come in at 6:30 a.m., whatever, 7, leave around 3, right? Everybody is outworking that guy. I'm like, yeah, I got some serious work to put in around this motherfucker.
Yeah, it's a crazy system, but you know, you learn a lot from that.
Shutting the studio.
It made me a dog in the studio. It made me a dog in the studio.
That's what it was all for.
Midget with left hand.
You know what I'm saying?
Left-handed golf clubs.
That was it. That's what it was all for. He was training y'all to like all be able to keep the work flowing.
To be a dog, man. And like, let's say if I would try to help him with like writing shit back then, before I was like, because now I do a lot of songs. Back then, you would do 30 verses for one song. 30 verses, and he'd maybe like 1 or 2.
Be like,
Yeah, he'd be like, Nah, son, I ain't feeling that. Yo, Playboy, that ain't it.
Yo, Playboy.
Hey,
Yo, Playboy. Yo, you there? You almost there, Playboy, but that ain't it.
Shutting down the studio.
Shut down.
Shutting down the studio.
You watch a lot of Chappelle, bro.
I do, bro.
Oh.
I watched it too many times.
Can't wait to quote it.
Yeah, it's the best.
What else you got?
We got Esteban up in here saying, yo, be real. You're killing it on the tables during the pre-show.
Well, thank you.
Are you on the tables, Be Real?
Yeah, you know, I
Are you new age or are you old school with it, the tables?
I started old school and then I let it go for a time because I'm an MC more than anything. So, you know, I had to like get my pen game down and all the other stuff. But I got back into it like, I don't know, how many years now? Like 10?
10.
Are you like a Serato boy? Are you like a Serato boy or what?
Yeah, I flip on the Serato.
No vinyl?
That's what I started on with vinyl.
It just wouldn't be convenient to do vinyl in this day and age, though, right? It's
like,
it's too much.
You know, like to I think for certain things to break out a crate and go do like a vinyl set, that's cool. But like, if you're gonna go do a club and you got like an hour,
you better not break no vinyl out in the club, bro.
No.
You better not.
I'm bringing that laptop with
not.
the drive. Boom, let's go.
That's it.
And it's gonna be all nice. Just like I don't do the CDJs. I do the actual like the vinyl shit. Sometimes if they got the tone arm, there'll be needles. But with these new Reigns,
can you scratch on that thing you got?
Oh yeah. Anything that you would normally do on a traditional turntable, you could do that and a little bit more.
Yeah.
So, I've been DJing for a bit now, you know what I mean? So like,
that's what's up.
Yeah.
Shout out to you.
Thank you, sir.
I'm proud of you.
I could DJ for a rapper even, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, you could?
Not for myself, because that would be too much to be doing all that shit.
That would be crazy.
Yeah, that would be
dope.
Be like, you know what people would be saying? He don't want to pay nobody.
You know what we should do? I just got an idea. We should do like a cypher thing. Like just we tape it and like you DJ like the beats in and out for me.
Oh, we could do that.
You know what I'm saying? And
Oh,
we'll do
hell
it.
yeah.
Like I'll be make it even cooler. I should rap over all like your shit.
We'll set that up. We could definitely knock that.
I'll rap over all your shit.
I will not fuck you up. I will like keep it clean.
No,
like
let's go.
motherfucker.
Let's
Hell
do
yeah.
it. Let's do it for hip hop.
We could, yes.
50 years of hip hop. Let's do it.
50 fucking years.
Let's do it. Let's
I'll
do
put
it.
That. No, we're gonna do that. We're gonna lock that shit in.
Thank you, fan, person, submission.
Yes, thank you for that. That was good. It spawned an absolutely dope idea.
Yeah.
Because that'll be the first time I've done that for another rapper. Like,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And you know I'm gonna come with the bars.
I know you are. I need
Right, I'm gonna show up.
Come on.
Okay.
All right. What else you got?
And we got Utah Hawk up in here saying, yo, movie night last night with Bobo, C. Mizzle, and Dustin in the Discord was fun. He's saying #Demon Baby.
That's what you watched, Demon
It was,
Baby?
No. We watched Class of Nukem High.
Class of Nukem High.
What is that?
Nuclear Nukem?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Oh man, it was hilarious. It was really hilarious.
Class of Nukem.
Had Dustin and C. Mizzle, and Dustin was giving his random mehs after everything that happened in the movie, like meh. It was like funny.
Right.
Yeah. It was good times. A B movie.
What is the movie about?
It's about this high school. These kids that get infected by the nuclear waste because the school is right next to a nuclear power plant.
Wow.
Very smart.
Sounds
You know what I mean?
So hold on. It was literally called Nukem High.
Yeah, Class of Nukem High.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you meant you watched the Class of Nukem while you were high. I thought that's what you
well,
said.
I watched this movie while I was high. Yes,
You better have been high.
Yeah.
It sounds
Yeah.
terrible.
Oh man, it was some funny things.
That
man.
movie sounds
Everything.
awesome.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Terribly
Check it
good.
out.
Yeah.
Oh,
You want to know a terrible movie?
Terrible
Attack of
movies are
Attack of the
great.
Killer Tomatoes.
Is it
Yeah,
good?
yeah, that's
It's a
bad.
terrible
That
movie.
is
That's
terrible.
bad.
Yeah.
That's bad. So big up to everybody that.
Big up to
came
bad
in.
movies.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
it's
love bad
great.
movies.
Bad movies are pretty fucking entertaining.
Oh,
Sure
great,
are.
man. We're gonna do it again next.
What's the
Tuesday.
best worst movie you've ever seen?
Best worst movie.
Tough one.
Damn, that's
Napoleon Dynamite.
Napoleon Dynamite.
That's up there.
That's a good one.
That's a good movie, though, man. It's
I
like-
must agree.
Yeah,
That is.
Napoleon Dynamite's pretty good.
Yeah.
They don't even curse in that movie.
Yeah, I'm
man.
piggybacking off that one. That's
Yeah,
that's
who
it
ain't?
right there.
No.
All right, next one.
And we got Flip Style up in here saying, King Los, you were talking about battle rappers hitting the studio, and he's asking, what do you think about Loaded Lux?
Legend. Man. Loaded is awesome.
Yeah, he is a beast.
I like Loaded's music too.
He's a beast. He's one of the beasts.
Yo, he's one of the goats, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's one of the goats, man. Shout out to him.
for sure.
Shout out to Murder Mook too while we at it, man. Shout out to B Dot.
And we got His and Hers LA saying, yo, B, can't wait until one day when I'm on the show.
All right,
We can't wait either.
we'll be waiting for you.
Yeah.
Bring weed.
I mean, we got to keep doing the show till you get here.
It's gonna
but
be
yeah,
us, Balls Mahoney.
That's right. Boss Mahoney gonna be in the house.
We'll be in the house.
You ready for
BM.
So
That's his
BM.
initials is BM.
Yeah, BM.
So he's
we gotta call that
double
man
whammy.
BM.
Yep, BM.
Don't let BM
Bowel
hit your
movement.
DM.
And we got Cap up in here saying, yo, Los, Harry Mack has some great freestyles. Do you like any of his albums?
I've never heard Harry Mack's albums, which sounds terrible because Harry Mack's my friend. So now I got to go back and listen to Harry Mack's albums. Now I will do the due diligence to go listen. But I love his freestyles. His freestyles are like the most mind blowing shit you could ever see. Dude is talented.
It's the freestyle is truly an art, man.
Yeah, man.
They should
Shout out
put
to
that-
Harry Mack, man.
They should put that in the Olympics.
Yeah,
Harry
Right?
Mack is like my white brother for some reason.
Yeah,
I like the
yeah.
same, like like the admiration for the respect for each other's art form
Yeah.
is just like so mutual in that regard. Harry Mack gets down, bro, and he's like super hip hop. You know, one of his secrets, he plays the drums.
Hmm.
So one of his secrets is he's so good with cadence.
Of course.
he could-
Because he can
Right.
in his mind, so he can break down syllables, so multisyllabic forms and things. So yeah.
that's when you play percussions, man, you know how you know the different pockets you can.
You know the
yeah.
pockets. You
Yeah.
can know. That's like when somebody makes the beat, they always can rap better on the beat, right? Or they can give you a better maybe top line melody
Right.
to the beat. Like Kanye will make something, and how do you come up with la 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 la? And you just to come up with that, because he was making those chords and putting the simps and putting everything in there,
Right.
he could understand it in a different capacity, right? I think also too, like Swiss Beats would always have the best pockets.
Yeah.
Pharrell is another one.
Pharrell,
I
yeah.
worked with Pharrell, and he was like doing stuff like and he would come up with the pockets to his shit. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Timbo, another one.
Yeah. Right in those pockets, man. That's key.
Yo, shout out to Ryan Leslie for no reason.
For no reason.
Just because when we talk about legendary producers, I don't think people mention his name enough.
Yeah.
Dude is cold. And he was the first producer vlogging. He may have been the first artist to vlog. I don't know. We got to ask Soulja Boy. We don't want to violate. You know what I'm saying? Soulja. Shout out to Soulja. But he was vlogging early on YouTube, showing how he made beats. Early. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like full on production of like
Showing
visual
the
production.
recipe. Showing the recipe.
Showing the recipe. Like when he made like Diamond Girl and all those records. You know what I'm saying? He was just showing how he created the shit back then. Bro, you have to watch him make that shit. Like, just the keyboards, the instruments.
All of that.
He's playing the bongos. Then he orders a trumpet by way of bike to his New York like loft.
Hey, yo,
and then he comes in and he plays the fucking like a horn. He orders a horn, a small horn.
And he plays it himself?
And then he plays the horn, yes. And then he goes like, something's missing. He goes get a cup of quarters. And then he's like shaking the quarters to make the sounds. And he's like, does the whole song on the spot. He like puts on like a 3-piece suit and just leaves.
That's awesome.
I'm like, yo.
Wow.
And this is before anybody was even filming themselves creating.
Gotta look that up. It's
Look it up
probably
on
here,
YouTube. It's
still here on
classic.
YouTube. Yeah.
No, it's classic shit for
Yeah.
YouTube. Like, you'd be like, yo, when you see how he's playing those chords and keys over top of each other, he's like, bro, you haven't seen no shit like that in so long. with
That's dope
producers.
that he put it out there like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
We got Dad in the Cloud saying, yo, King, dropping knowledge and truth. King Los, have you read the Hearth book? If not, bro, it will blow your mind. Check it out.
I don't think there's anything that left that can blow my mind at this point. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy.
But I'm open. I'm open for it. I'm open for the challenge.
Bring it.
The mind-blowing challenge. I'm up for it. So I'm gonna see what's going on. You said the Hearth.
Yep, the Hearth book.
The Hearth.
Most times people say, hey, have you read this book, that book? Because what you're saying right now is exactly what's in the book. And I'm like, no, I don't really, I'm not a book guy. It's not what I really do. You know what I'm saying? I don't really read books. I kind of write books. I'm kind of that guy. So, but I just tap in. Like, I'm just aware type. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm tapped in on a frequency where a lot of shit comes to me, and then I'll say it, and then people say, yo, that's exactly what's in, like, the Four Agreements, or that what's in, like, the Alchemist and shit like that. I'm just on that type of shit. On some esoteric shit. Like, I like that type of shit.
That's right.
Far out type shit, you know what I mean?
And we got Pan up in here asking Los, what's your opinion of the new freestyle battle rapper giving each other props instead of battling? He's saying sometimes they sound like salesmen for the other team.
I wonder, is he speaking specifically on compliment battles? Have you heard that? Have you
No, I
seen
think
those?
that's what he's talking
I have
about.
not seen that.
No,
I haven't.
So
Compliment battles.
Compliment battles are where the entire battle, you aggressively compliment your opponent, right? So you're like, nice fucking chain.
No.
It must have cost the same amount as a range or something like that. And you just keep you keep complimenting, but you say it as if you're upset.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, it takes a lot of wit.
That's pretty
to
cool.
diss someone with a compliment.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean,
I gotta see
I don't
that.
know if I don't know if they mean that, or do they mean
I think
like
it's-
mid battle giving someone actual props while you're supposed to be dismantling.
I think it's what you're saying.
Yeah, I think.
I think it's
Is it a compliment battles?
I think so.
Okay.
Is that what you're talking about, Beery?
Yeah, compliment battles.
Yep.
Yeah,
there
yeah.
you go.
Compliment battles to me are
Sounds terrible,
sheer-
but I bet it's
Listen,
no. I bet it's tough.
You're talking
and-
about a
and-
bad good
yeah,
movie.
right?
Compliment battles are a bad good movie.
Right.
If you find one, you won't be able to stop watching it.
Yeah.
It's that Pat Stay, rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Legend.
At that.
He was one of the. So let me just tell you something that he did that was really crazy. So he had a compliment battle with a very particular person, type of person. And he found a way to maneuver around the awkward nature of what that exchange could have been by delivering these compliments in a way. It's sheer genius.
Yeah.
Look up Pat Stay compliment battle when you get a chance.
I will.
We're gonna check that out.
Check that out, bro. It's like levels to that shit.
Word up.
We got Twacklack in the super chat saying, blessings fam, now I'm going to go eat a steak, and he was giving us the Bart. And we got J Maxie up in here saying, peace, peace, y'all. Hope everyone is doing well. Question for Los, can you recommend any books about juicing that I can read up on, or a good place to start?
A good place to start for juicing is just at your local supermarket. You don't need a book for juicing, honestly.
Google.
You don't really need a book. You could Google some shit, but like at the end of the day, just start putting God's fruits and vegetables in a fucking juicer, and you be the scientist. Experiment with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Just start putting shit together and experiment. I would say that's where you start. And then when you want to get technical, you'll then realize that you shouldn't put fruits and vegetables together. You should actually have fruits separate, and you should have the categories of fruits separate. So you should have like your melons separate from your other fruits, right? But for now, just start throwing shit in the blender or in a juicer and just have at it, bro.
That's right.
You
Experiment.
can't really fuck up. Like, it's good shit for you. So just start somewhere and then get technical later. Don't ruin it now with a book.
Yeah, don't do it.
You read that book and be like, fuck fruit.
And fuck this book.
Fuck this book. Somebody get Balls Mahoney on the phone.
Call that Balls Mahoney
Get
character.
BM on the phone.
Right. Get BM over here immediately.
BM.
Oh, man.
And we got Underground 1 up in here saying, Ayo, B, I just uploaded a mashup remix of Planet Asia featuring B Real spitting straight fire. It also features Bolton at the start saying my name, Underground 1.
Fire.
Fire.
Just fire.
Somebody come with the Be Real AI record. Like Be Real and fucking Garth Brooks.
Oh, man, that'd be some crazy
It's
shit.
possible. That's the crazy part.
Yeah.
Garth Brooks.
Could do it. Someone do it.
We've seen some crazy shit.
That'll be the Las Vegas residency right there.
That what was that one of old country singer doing Straight Outta Compton?
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
Johnny,
Yeah.
not what's it
What's
called?
it,
Hank Williams.
Hank Williams.
There you go.
Exactly.
That was crazy.
Did he do it for real or was it AI?
No,
it's
it's all AI.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
He's
dead.
been dead.
Yeah, he been.
You never
He
know.
been dead.
Been gone.
You never know.
Yeah,
You never
they
know.
could have cloned his ass.
You
know
never
what I'm saying?
know.
That's like a
Shit.
Steph comment.
He had
He's
some
like,
shit
he
to
ain't
say.
dead.
He ain't dead.
Yeah, look at you. You crazy? He's not dead.
He's 80.
There's 12 of him. Man.
He's 89 years old. Rocking soul.
I love Steph, man.
Oh, what else you got?
And we got M Kush G up in here saying, Yo, King Los, what do you think of the legend RJ Payne? And you peep his freestyle on bars on I-95. He's a straight up savage.
Yeah. Shout out to RJ Payne. He is a menace on the microphone, man. Yeah, he killed bars on I-95. He went absolutely insane on that motherfucker. He lost his mind. Shout out to RJ Payne. That's my man.
Yeah, shout
He's
out
dope.
to him, man.
I fuck with bro.
Yeah, he's on the
Yep.
Empires album I did with the Stu Bangers.
Yeah, we about to hop on some shit too. Me and RJ Payne, we definitely are overdue for some shit. Man.
We got Trip Dub up in here saying, Yo, B, any chance we can get a Bone Thug Cypress Hill song?
We talk about it every time we see each other. I guess it's just like, actually setting some time, finding a track and knocking it down. But those are the homies. So yeah, of course we would do
Who
that.
produces a record like that? Who produces it?
I don't know. Like who could produce that record that
You got to think it has to have a blend. It has to have a.
yes.
It has to sit right in the middle with like. It has
Right.
to be dark,
Muggs.
right? Who does it?
Muggs could do it, yeah, for sure.
Muggs, for sure.
But there's
Would it be old school? Would it feel nostalgic?
I think it's gotta be in the
or
middle.
Is it newish mix blend or
I think it's got to be like something in the middle, newish, mixed.
Yeah,
it's like some kind of bridge.
that's one hell of a combo though.
Yeah, to
All
figure
the
out
vibe in the studio.
to figure out the track for that would be dope. But like we've done many shows with them, and tell you what, when they're on it,
Who does the hook on that record?
they do.
They do.
They do the hook.
Bone
They do
Thugs
that.
for sure.
They gotta do
They
the
got to
hook.
do the hook.
Because either way, you get some crazy.
I could maneuver in and out of what
Yeah.
they do, but like they got
Right.
to do the hook
Hook.
for sure.
Melody.
Because I mean, they got the melodies down.
So let me ask you a question. Do you take, you got to pick one, Bone Thugs song with Biggie or Bone Thugs song with Pac?
Look, I love Pac because that's my dude, but Biggie rapped more in the style of what Bone Thugs do, so it was more in Pac.
Armed and Dangerous, straight
Yeah,
up,
that shit was.
So that
it was savage.
that was a crazy flow. I just love what they were doing on that with that beat, boom, boom,
Yeah,
like that shit.
yeah, that was ridiculous.
And they went more insane on the Pac record.
they did. They
Biggie
went-
kind of had the moment on that record.
Yeah.
But that intro though, that Bone and Biggie, that build up, that almost orchestra type of melody, like unheard of, bro.
Absolutely.
Shout out Bone Thugs, man. And
But you are absolutely right. On the Pac song, they kind of went harder on that one.
they went hard, bro.
And I would
Right.
have expected Pac to adapt to the style of what they were doing, but he just did Pac.
And get well soon too. Get well soon.
Crazy Bones.
Get well soon.
Get well.
brother. Heal up, man. Heal up and come do this record.
That's right.
And shout to Untrained Astronaut. Thank you so much for your super chat.
Salute.
And we got Luis up in here, and he's just giving us that fire.
Thank you.
Fire. What up, Luis?
Keep the fire lit.
We got Hesh right up in here. He's saying, yo, Blaze, Lloyd
Yo.
Banks was slept on for sure.
Yeah, he
Big
was.
time, because metaphorically, he was just.
He was unmatched.
Oh man, phenomenal.
Yeah, he had bars.
That's what I'm saying. He had an era where
My only thing about Banks is that
you didn't like, but guess what? That was the nuance that kids, because you got to think, you got to think when you're talking about like anybody has a unique voice and it squeaks, kids all day, bro.
True. True.
When you watch cartoon, hear your kids in there watching cartoon, you hear all this. It's the same kind of thing. So like he was so big with the younger that generation, and the shit he was saying was so high level, metaphoric.
Yeah,
like,
he had
bro,
bars for sure.
Bro, Banks was one of, I think like
he should do more now. Like still.
Yeah, he has to be inspired though, cause like you got to jump out here and just like be unapologetically fearless about.
Yeah.
Fuck it, like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because it's a gamble putting out music. It could break your heart. As dope as the record might be.
The reality.
Yeah. Break your
fuck
heart.
it. But you got to have that fuck it, bro.
Exactly. If you're gonna make music in today's game, you got to have that fuck it mentality.
Bro, I make music and get critiqued, right? And I'm like, but you let your favorite fucking rapper yabba dabba do on the fucking song, and I make a record and I get critiqued because I drop my lyrical prowess too low.
Right.
I'm like, bro, even my lowest tier of lyricism is better than what the fuck 80% of shit is going on, but I still get critiqued. So as being like Lloyd Banks, he has to make sure that when he is delivering, because I've heard some of the recent shit, it's fire. He just got to make sure he doesn't almost assimilate to the times, because that could be deafening to him, because his core was built on lyrics and bars.
Right.
Yeah.
Or what? We shut down the studio.
Yeah, we
shut down.
Waiting for it. I was waiting for it.
The studio.
Shut down the goddamn studio.
Shut down the studio.
All right.
And that seems to be it.
Word up. We want to thank everybody for your interactions, and we want to thank King Los for sitting in with us today. Got to come back. bro.
Crazy group of guys.
Got to
man.
come back so we could do that thing. We'll set
Man,
that
the
up.
thing is done.
All right.
Hey,
bet.
we'll do the thing. The thing is done.
You know that thing?
Done, man.
The
Hey,
thing
what?
we talked
You
about?
talking about that one thing?
Yeah, the one thing.
Forget about
Nah,
it.
that
We'll
the
do
other
thing,
the other
man.
thing.
Oh, the other thing.
Yeah.
With the other guy?
For real.
Okay. Somebody call BM. Get BM on the phone.
BM.
Get him over here.
you get him here today.
He's gonna be walking around telling chicks, "Yeah, what's up? My name's BM."
Bowel movement.
Oh, you don't know my
balls,
boy Be Real?
Damn.
My boy Be Real. Yeah, he named me BM.
Oh man.
He said bow.
He said
Yeah, he's BR.
Went from-
He's like, he's BR. I'm BM.
Yeah. It went from balls Mahoney to bowel movement. Damn.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's ice cold. Hey, look, I didn't do that. He
I did it.
All right, hey. Once again, we want to thank all y'all for getting down with us, spending your day
Yeah.
with us. We appreciate this. We send you the positive vibes and much love. Eradicate the booth energy and spread love. And we want to thank my man King Los once again for sitting there with us. You got any shout outs?
Yeah, man. Shout out to just everybody. Shout out to Lola. You know what I'm saying? My lady. You know what I'm saying? She coming with that shit too. You know what I'm saying? So y'all got to get her up here.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my brother back in B-More, my big brother Short. You know, whom I'm taller than.
That's right.
Shout out to my son Bricks. You know what I'm saying? And everybody, man, in the world, man, peace and love. You know what I'm saying?
We need it.
Vibrate high. Stay in the light. You dig?
Cali Bliss.
Shout out to everybody at the table. Shout out King Los for coming through, man. Good chat with you.
Shout out to that Liam Neeson voice you
Bro,
have
man.
over
That's
there.
just like 30
You sound like
years
you
of
could save
smoking.
someone's kidnapped child and shit.
I wouldn't.
Listen here. It's the guy from the fucking podcast with the chain on.
Yeah, word, man.
You're in big shit right now. Me and BM are on the way.
Baby, I'm not rolling with BM, man.
I'm rolling with
Roll balls. No way, man. Anyway, shout out to everybody else who listened and followed us on the show. Much love, and I'll see you on Friday.
Peace. How do you get that on time?
Bro, magic finger, man.
It's the
So
magic.
good.
Got
You're
shots.
so good.
It is. All right, catch me on the socials on X at Eric Bobo, on IG at Eric_Bobo, and also on the Discord at Bobo's Corner. Thank you, Los, for coming on through.
Appreciate it.
Big ups to everybody here at the table. Big ups to all the people that came through on the B movie night. And Discord will do it again next Tuesday. Big ups to everybody in the treehouse and Snacks and Night. We thank you for your support, buddy.
Bolton.
Shout the Insane Asylum. Thank you guys so much. Shout to Ray Morning Shot Films. Shout to the Dominator, and shout to everybody in the Insane Asylum. What's going on, E-Zone?
Salute to you, Los. Learned a lot about juice and music. Gonna give me a juice after this.
You got the juice now, bro.
Yeah, I'm finna get me one. Also, salute to the Hawk guy, Jason, for coming by and bringing by Bond, which is one of the Hawks. And it was quite the episode. I'm glad I didn't lose the LAFC mascot and he didn't fly away. Also, thank you everybody who got your tickets for the High and Hungry experience at Craft Beer Kings this Saturday. It's gonna be popping, so make sure you pull up. And if you are not able to pull up on that, pull up to Goat Global in South LA, October 13th, which is this Friday from 6 to 11. We got BOGO deals. We got the propane rosin and resin drop going down at Goat Global South LA. And Bart's Barbecue will be giving away some food to everybody who makes some purchase, some smash burgers, and there's a lot of other brands. Check it out on Propane Instagram for details.
Spread love. Swallow that.
BREALTV.